Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Hi, I'm Tara Lynn of Geek Saga Entertainment, and welcome to the 10th, oh my God, can you believe it, annual Drinkin' Con show, a pre-Dragon Con webcast where we discuss news, updates, cosplay, parties, and more, and have quite a few drinks in the process. Today, I am joined by my usual podcast partner, Manny, previous guest of the show, Patrick, and first time guest, Jen. So go ahead and introduce yourselves, share any social media info you might have or want to share, give a brief synopsis of your Dragon Con history, and do not forget to tell us what you're drinking. And we'll just go the order I introduced you guys, Manny, then Patrick, then Jen. Manny.
I think Manny might be having technical difficulties.
Oh, no.
I can hear you. I can't hear Tara.
Okay, well, Tara said to go ahead and do your intro.
That's really
okay,
weird.
hi, I'm Manny, and here I am. And I've been going to Dragon Con since 2012, I think. I took a break in the middle of it. And then obviously took a break during the COVID time. And then finally got my butt back over there and just walked around aimlessly and drank aimlessly. You can find me on Geek Saga Podcast. Me and Tara do our, House of the Dragon. We do the State of the Saga. So I am a, world-class, introvert, extrovert. I seem quiet, but you get a drink in me and I'm going to talk your ear off.
What are you drinking tonight?
Yeah, what are you drinking, Manny?
What am I drinking? I'm drinking Heineken. Nothing fancy. Nothing nothing great. Just whatever, Like
I mean, not
go
the
a little
usual
fancier
tall
than,
boy
Yuengling
Yingling.
this time, but gotta be a little bougie.
We really got to fix why Manny can't hear me. Just me. Everybody else can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I still don't hear Tara at all.
Well, figure it out.
Hold on.
Well, Patrick, go ahead and introduce yourself while Manny is working on his technical difficulties that were fine before we went live.
And as always, we will be rating the episode on a scale of Targa. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hello, everyone. I'm Patrick. You can find me on Instagram at Patrick the Unfortunate. This is my, I think, third Drinkin' Con. And I believe it will be my sixth Dragon Con. I've been attending since 2018, but I've had to miss a couple. And tonight I am enjoying a refreshing Richmond lager made here in my hometown of Richmond, Virginia at Hardywood Brewery. I don't like a lot of breweries make hoppy bitter stuff, and that's just not my vibe. The Richmond lager is a pretty light beer. It's pretty good.
Well, at least I know you'll never be stealing my beers at Dragon Con.
Exactly.
All right, Jen, what about you?
Hi, I'm Jen. This is my first Drinkin' Con, obviously, but it will be my third Dragon Con. First and second time was with Patrick, and going with Patrick again this year. I am drinking Trulies and trying to decide what flavor I want to start with. I think I'm going to go with citrus.
Is it just plain citrus? I don't really drink Trulies that much, so.
They're all the punch flavors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I decided I probably didn't want to go with the what is it? It's the higher volume ones, like the 8% per volume. I think I'd probably get. I'd be asleep at my keyboard if we were doing that.
All right. Well, as I already mentioned, I'm Tara. Manny, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yay,
yes.
Manny can hear me now. Okay. All right. As I already mentioned, I'm Tara, and you can find me on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at A Geek Saga, and on the web at ageeksaga.com. I've been attending Dragon Con since 2012. I was press from 2013 to 2017, and I've been an attending pro since 2018. What am I drinking tonight? I have a gigantic vodka soda with some ginger lemon syrup in it. And in the back cooler over here, I have a couple White Claws and some hazy like a Fox IPAs.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll see how that all goes. But this is a very, very large vodka soda, then inevitably I'll get down to like the last few sips and pour the White Claw in, which technically makes it a Fight Claw.
Nice.
That brings back such good memories. My very first drinkin' con, I learned all about the Fight Claw, and that was my introduction to Tara.
Which this is not a thing I made up. This is something my friend Jenna from Greenville, South Carolina, introduced me to. I'd never known that this was a thing, but now I'm glad I do. I do not always Fight Claw when I drink vodka sodas or White Claws, but sometimes I do, and tonight is one of those nights.
So I actually introduced other people at another convention I went to for work. I introduced all those people to White Claws. It was fantastic. It was a glorious night.
Nice.
All right. Well, let's go over some of our drinking game rules. Drink when any of the following happens or is mentioned. Okay, so when we mention legacy hotel rooms, when we mention the DragonCon app, and this isn't like, if we're talking about the DragonCon app for 10 minutes, we're not going to drink every time someone says DragonCon app or the app or anything. But if it comes up in different parts of the conversation, sure. At some point, I might have to like call null on that, depending on how much it comes up, but we'll see. We will drink when any of the Colts are mentioned: Carpet, Trashy, FedEx, John, etc., etc. We will drink the first time a specific party, such as Bunny Hutch or the 10 Forward party, is mentioned, but just the first time they're mentioned. We've been good about this the past couple of years, but we will drink when there is an animal-related interruption. And at this point, I'm pretty sure it's only Jen who is going to be the proponent of animal-related interruptions. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, we will also drink when I mention being an attending pro or how moving fucked up everything about my DragonCon planning yet again this year. I left those in there last year because it is literally the same this year. Yes, I did just move again. Thankfully, it wasn't cross country this time, but I did just move again. So I am now splitting my time, instead of between California and South Carolina, I am splitting my time between South Carolina and Atlanta. Funny enough. So I'm very, very close to DragonCon again, but it's still fucked up all of my planning because we literally have been moving for like 4 months back and forth. So Patrick, what about you? What are we drinking for? What are we drinking for you?
Anytime I say the term adventuring party, because that's just what I refer to my group of friends as at the con, and Lena Heedy, she's the person I'm most excited about this year, so I'm sure she'll come up a couple times.
All right, Jen, what about you?
So I debated about this one. So because I am, out of all of us, not as well versed, especially with some of the cults or the special parties. Anytime that's brought up, you're probably going to have to explain a little bit to me. Like Patrick's brought up a few, has generally explained it, but it's been a few years, so something I'm probably not going to remember. So don't be surprised if I ask tons of questions.
So basically, when we have to explain something very DragonCon specific to you, that sounds good. When you specifically ask for us to explain it to you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Cool. Manny, what about you?
I did not change mine for this year because I feel like it's worth drinking to and worth complaining about. And y'all are going to be hearing me complain about this shit on and off the entire night. So we are all getting drunk tonight. Okay. And it's the lack of spatial awareness or the photographer guy who wears the light apparatus stopping all traffic at the Marriott. That shit fucking pisses me the fuck off for no good reason. It's not like I'm in a rush or I have to go anywhere. There's just something about it that just pisses me off. That's all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, understandable. Okay, well, let's get our discussion started with DragonCon news, tips, and tricks. This section is usually pretty long, but we're going to start off with 2026 registration. It is, as always, at the hotel formerly known as the Sheraton, aka the Cortland Grand. Attendance is still capped. From the progress report, this is a direct quote: "We will continue to cap attendance, giving everyone a little more room to move around and experience all that DragonCon has to offer. We have also worked hard this year to address some of the challenges with unbadged folks entering the hotels. So we're very hopeful that while the cap hasn't changed, it will feel better than last year." Yeah, there were a lot of problems with that last year. So they apparently are having like hard security 24/7. Supposedly I hope that is the case, because as much of a pain as it is to constantly having to be pulling your badge out if you've got it tucked away or whatever, the people, random people without badges entering the hotels was pretty problematic last year.
Yeah, it gets fucking crowded. So whatever they need to do. I mean, it's gotten to the point where the last couple of years, I just like stay in my room on Saturdays during the day. I'm not gonna try to fight.
Lucky you.
I did that as well 2 years ago. It was so hot and
Packed.
claustrophobic. It was brutal. That Saturday was brutal.
Yeah, I just didn't go. I don't think I was there the past 2 Saturdays, the past 2 years, Tara, right? I don't think I was there at all.
No, I'm pretty
Saturday,
sure you
I just stayed home. I was like, fuck it. You know, like I don't even want, because I'm driving out there. I don't have a hotel out there. So I'm just driving back and forth, you know? So it's not like a terrible drive, because I always pick the best times to go. Because when you're leaving Atlanta at, 4:30 in the morning, I mean, I get home in probably a little less than 40 minutes, and that's not bad. But that Saturday shit, man, nope. Because honestly, like I kind of felt like the Friday and Sunday felt like what the old Saturday used to be, which was really fucking packed and difficult to walk around with. But dude, Saturday
honestly,
now,
I actually felt that Saturday, especially last year, was not. And actually, I think it was the year before too. I felt like Saturday was not as bad as Friday. I felt like Friday was actually worse, weirdly enough.
Friday was pretty bad. I mean, yeah, you're definitely right about that. Friday was fucking brutal.
And then we've got Kevin in the chat was asking where what the attendance cap is. We don't really know. I don't know if they've ever given a number since they started doing it, but as Patrick and I both said, we jinxed each other in the chat there. Wikipedia, I think, said there were 72,000 people. DragonCon officially stated that there were more than 75,000 there last year. So I think that maybe it's 80. Neither of the past couple of years have felt as bad as like 2019 did, but it's definitely way up from what we saw in, well, let's not even count 2021. That was a very odd year, but it was definitely way up the past in 24 and 25 than it was in like 22, 23. So yeah, I guess we'll see, but I am glad they're at least having some sort of cap to it, even if it's higher than maybe I would necessarily want or any of us would want. If it doesn't get up to 2019 levels, that's a small plus, I suppose. All right. So day passes, those are available, but again, they are limited. They went on sale August 1st. And as of now, which was, I think when I wrote this note, it was a couple days ago, but as of a couple days ago, they still had single passes available for all of the days. Who knows how long that will last though. So if you are for some reason only going for a day, only buying a day pass, get it now. Get them while they're hot if you want them. And as with last year, and I think the previous year as well, your badges have to be purchased through Grotix. So I'm fairly certain that while you might be able to buy badges, probably not single day, but maybe a 5-day badge at the con. I wouldn't try to do it by like Saturday maybe, but if you're coming Thursday, maybe you could still be able to do it in person, but I don't think you can pay for it in person. I think you still have to buy it via Grotix and then like online and then pick up the badge at registration. You can't just walk up with cash like you could, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. And then also for registration, last year, Disability Services finally had their own badge pickup and accommodation interview area at the Sheraton. That is continuing this year. They said it was really successful last year. So if you do need disability services, you can go to the Capitol Ballroom South at the Cortland Grand. I guess you get there via the hallway that's between the Atlanta meeting rooms and Capitol Ballroom at that hotel. There will be signs, because I walked down by the Sheraton, I think once last year. I didn't even go in, but I was down in that area and I saw signs pointing to where Disability Services was located. But if you have additional questions about that, there is some info about it in the DragonCon progress report, which you can find on their website, not easily, but it does exist there. Okay, so anybody else have anything about registration before we move on to the next thing?
So with the badges, I would recommend trying to get like a hard shell holder for it. The plastic badges, they're not super flimsy, but the tab that holds it all together can break. So I usually bring a hard shell cover for it, and I also zip tie the lanyard.
Lanyard.
Yes, it's a new word. I zip tie it all together because it can fall apart too easily, and you do not want to lose your badge. That is the last thing you want. You will be SOL.
But okay, so hold on, Patrick. How hard do you party that you're breaking your badge? Because
I'm just paranoid, I guess.
I'm just saying I've gotten turned pretty bad, as you've seen, and I've never broke my badge ever. Like that is something else.
I haven't broken it yet, but just people telling me that it happens made me all paranoid.
I've heard
way too much
it
on this
happening,
badge to lose it.
But is it like one of those? Is it one of those like urban legends where you? Because I've only ever heard from strangers on the internet that like, oh, I heard somebody's badge broken, they lost it. Now sometimes people will find them and turn them in to the DragonCon information desk. That's not always the case. You can't count on that. I agree. No. Keep it secret, keep it safe. I have I don't have a hard case for mine, but I have a system on how I attach my badge to my bag when I'm moving around and stuff. So
I didn't know about that because I'm just, as far as I know, I'm just freeballing it at this point.
I just raw dogging
just raw dogging it, putting on like the way it is. And I'm just running around and being crazy, and I had no idea.
Well, this year you're my guest of you're there as part of Geek Saga Entertainment, so you should probably keep an eye on your badge.
Look,
Manny's got the VIP badge.
It's not VIP. Oh, it doesn't. It gets you nothing. It gets you nothing. No, it's just a badge.
Absolutely VIP. Look for the red carpet when you walk in there. They're gonna be that. There'll be photo ops that you can take with me. It only costs like $75 each. You know,
so generous.
I also think that deserves a drink because even though I didn't say the words attending pro, the reason Manny is getting a guest of badge is because of that. So we haven't really had a drink time yet. So. Okay, I guess let's move on to the 2026 app. Also a drink. Sorry, back to back here. Cheers, guys.
Oh no, you're making me drink delicious beer on a Saturday night.
I know, right?
This is awful.
You have to prep your liver for DrinkinCon, you guys.
Right.
There is preparation time, absolutely.
So as of August 17th, just a few days ago, it was downloadable with similar hilarious placeholder events to peruse. Sadly, it did not update prior to us going live tonight. The past several years, maybe really, I think since 2020, maybe 2021, the app has always updated either the day before or the day of DrinkinCon. So I'm a little bit sad that it didn't update, fully this year, but it's also, they don't promise that it will. But anyway, so did any of you guys take a look at the silly entries? What were everybody's favorites out of the jokey placeholder events?
Hot dog costume contest, guaranteed. Like, what kind of hot dog are we talking about here? Like this is kind of a special one for Tara and I. So like, we're talking like actual hot dog, or are we talking the character hot dog? Because I can do both at the same time. So the hot dogs are a thing with Manny and I because we did a Battlestar Galactica series on the Geek Saga podcast, and for some reason we just had this thing about the character hot dog. Okay, we had a thing, and I also noted that as one of my favorites, Manny. But it's not what you think. They want the hot dogs in the costume, not people dressed as hot dogs. So, but really, it was made for you and I. It's just a hot dog costume contest event. If I dress up a hot dog like hot dog from Battlestar Galactica, that would count, right? I can do that. That's fine. Actually, I could. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you do that. Be a hot dog and hot dog the character, but yeah, I can do it. Just dress in BDUs and wear a hot dog hat on your head. I guarantee those exist. There you go. So other than teeth, did you, Jen or Patrick, did you guys have any other favorites from the list of events?
There's some pretty good ones in here. I like the Science of Heated Rivalry because everyone's obsessed with that show right now. Yeah. Build your own thermonuclear warhead. Oh yeah, that was good. Which has an extra materials fee. Yeah. Yeah, those are pretty good.
the monster, because I had to go look it up. The Monster Erotica manual. That one is speaking to me so hard right now.
Yeah. The an hour of chanting teeth one got me. And I also talked to Daniel, who is in the chat watching with us. He was on the show last year. So hi, Daniel. We love you. We can't wait to see you at Dragon Con. But yeah, Daniel actually told me that this was apparently or it has been a running gag with Flash on the science track for some time now, because years ago they had a panel on teeth and people were chanting teeth at the beginning of it. So I'm here for it, honestly. Like I like that they took a silly joke from a track that I've never been to a science track panel, unfortunately, but
they're fantastic. They're so much
yeah,
fun.
I've heard really good things. I mean, honestly, I've heard really good things about pretty much most tracks where, like, for people, if somebody I know has been to a track, I've basically rarely heard bad things. But yeah, so I think that's just fun that they took this running joke from that track and made it into a jokey placeholder event. Now in the future, and this year included, if the app isn't out by the time we webcast, we always suggest checking the Facebook groups and other social media for any of the tracks you're particularly interested in. Unfortunately, most of them stick with Facebook with their announcements. Like in the year of our Lord 2026, my God, can Dragon Con tracks please move away from only using Facebook as the only medium to find things like panelist apps and panel schedules prior to the app dropping and stuff like that. I was hard on this last year, so I'm not going hard on it again this year. But last year it was in the year of our Lord 2025. Can they please move away from Facebook? And in the year of our Lord 2026, I'm very much more resigned to it, that never happening, but I'm still going to say the thing.
And also, why is the app still so goofy after all these years? Like, the part that pisses me off is that every time you open it, there's a loading screen. You switch to another window real quick, like for just 1 second, and then you come back to the app, you got another loading screen.
Mm-hmm.
What is it loading every single time? Does it need to do that?
Well, and it's a tease when you think that it's about to update.
Right.
Yesterday it did like I had to go back into the app store and download an update, and I was like, oh, and it was nothing. Whatever, I'm sure they did actual changes, but whatever changes they made were not noticeable by yours truly. Right. Also, yeah. I'm like at least a quarter blind right now. So I thought, maybe it's me, but no, it's not. It hadn't updated. So, all right. New Colts. Let's drink once for just Colts in general.
Get your livers ready if we're going to talk about it. I'm just going to ask.
So we're putting Colts in quotes for this section. Every year there are people trying to make new Colts happen, but that doesn't always or even mostly mean that they'll actually catch on. I did talk again with Daniel, our resident Colt expert, and he says that he hadn't seen like any new Colts popping up or being discussed, at least not ones that he believed would actually stick. One of the ones he did mention was the teeth. He said, I've seen people talking about there being a teeth Colt. Well, guess what? Someone did post on Reddit a day or two after I talked to Daniel about this, about a Colt of the gnashing teeth that came from the aforementioned app joke, which apparently came from the science track joke. And listen, I'm kind of a party pooper about new Colts forming, but I will say this one has more merit than most. So this is one where I'm like, okay, I'm fine with it. It's been a science track thing for years. Then it became an app thing. And now everybody who's downloaded the app also knows about it. So, hey, if there's a teeth, or Colt of the gnashing teeth, whatever this is, fine.
Is this not just like a pattern with like everybody? It's like now we're treating Colts like the way we treat cryptocurrency. There's always some stupid ass shit coming out that you're like, dude, this thing might like catch on for like a day, like stupid crypto. Like, like somebody comes out with something, it's like, oh my gosh, lost money, and then they just rug pull it. Like, I feel like this is the same thing going on with the Colts, man. And it's like, look, stop trying to make Colts happen, bro. Like
I've been there. I've been there, but I'm okay with this one for the reasons previously mentioned.
No, but that's good because at least it has something going for it. It's kind of, but I don't know.
Nothing will ever beat the cult of FedEx John for me.
No,
ever.
it was so natural. You know why? Because it was just natural. It just happens naturally. That's great.
Right.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
me and you sitting behind a desk saying, "All right, Patrick, let's think of another cult today." You know, it's the cult of the stubbed toe. You know, and you walk around and you stub your toe. Let's go ahead and do that. You know?
Jen, were you there for FedEx John?
I was not. I remember you explaining it to me. I don't fully remember the full story.
I guess
If
we have to
you
drink
want to
before explaining
explain.
So it was this like cardboard standee of a FedEx worker, just as an advertisement. And he had
Well, with a
name tag.
model posing as a FedEx worker, to
Gotcha.
be fair, but whatever.
He just had a little name tag, said John. And what did it start with? Did it start with googly eyes or like a mustache or something?
So.
Yes,
I
it
think
started with
and it just
googly eyes.
became
Yeah,
a
it turned into
shrine.
like a fucking shrine.
Like people just
People
left
bowing
things
down to it.
at the feet of John, the FedEx worker.
And kind of every year since then, there has been an actual shrine to FedEx John. Now, granted, the original FedEx John standee was in the Skybridge between the Marriott and the Peachtree Food Court. The shrine, the past however many years, since every time we've been actually at Dragon Con since 2019, it's been in the Skybridge between the Hyatt and the Marriott, because the other one is public. It's more public, I guess. I think there's a whole section of it that you don't even need a badge to get into because there's stairs from other places or whatever. But yeah, so there's been a shrine to FedEx John in the Hyatt to Marriott Skybridge the past however many years. And I just, as with every year, I say I'm okay with the shrine as long as people don't leave trash at it. There's always people leaving trash at it, which is frustrating. But they've been better about cleaning it up pretty regularly throughout the con if people are leaving trash the past several years. So there is that at least. And unfortunately, the shrine area has also turned into more than just FedEx John. There have been other things there the past few years that I don't even know. I think some of them are just like people's friend group personal jokes, which is like, listen, have your friend group personal jokes. I have them too, but I contain them to like my personal spaces. I don't put them in the fucking Skybridge.
It's the Dogecoin of a cult is what it is. They just put things up hoping it's going to fucking stick, and it's not going to, you know?
Oh my God.
I love that Marriott has officially embraced the cult of the Marriott carpet, though.
I do know that one.
They put the pattern on all this merch and stuff that they sell. It's insane.
I mean, you can get Marriott carpet merch, although technically the carpet pattern is like trademarked or whatever. So years ago, people were actually printing fabric from Spoonflower of the carpet pattern, and all of the Spoonflower fabric that you could buy got taken down from there because whoever owned that pattern, whoever had it trademarked, was like, hell no. But the thing is, so much has come out since then that still has that pattern on it. I'm wondering if it certainly hasn't been licensed. These people aren't licensing this shit. So I'm wondering if the people who actually own the trademark were finally just like, fuck it, fine.
Let the nerds have it.
All right. Anything else about cults before we go on to the next thing? Jen, do you have any questions?
I'm expecting Rage Against the Cortland Grand.
Yeah, that's coming up in this podcast. Trust me.
I've already been seeing some of the memes that people have been posting about it, and it sounds like people are going to be surrounding that hotel like a riot on the first day.
Well, that's really fun. Yeah, I mean, because I got to fight this year. I got to get into a fight this year. Like I just have to. I don't care what it is. I've had a year, and someone's got to get a beat down. So just
come with me. You don't. Annie, come with me to see Psycho Stick this year. It's one of the bands that are playing. They're like metalcore. Nice. We'll get you into a pit. We'll get you into fight.
There you go. Because I got to punch something. I mean, like, nicely. I'll take them out to dinner afterwards and pay for their medical bills and stuff like that. I'm not a complete fucking monster, but like, I gotta punch something. Absolutely.
All right. Well, speaking of the hotel formula, Sheridan. Well, we're going to start with hotel intel. So this section is for like changes to hotel policies and stuff. This is separate from hotel drama and hotel theming, which we're going to get into in a moment. But here's the thing. I don't really have anything new for 2026. I don't think anybody else had heard anything new. since last year. If anybody in the chat has heard something, fill it in and I will highlight your comment and we'll talk about it. But I will say we do have an exclusive tip from Patrick on Hotel Intel. Exclusive tip. This does not involve legacy hotel rooms, sadly, but it does involve hotel rooms at or for Dragon Con. So Patrick, what is your very exclusive tip?
Yes, this is just for Drinkin Con listeners, so you should all feel very special. No, I failed in getting any of the host hotel, getting a room in any of them this year. Jen and I usually end up in the West End. Sadly, West End's not the best, but
it's the geriatric hotel of Dragon Con.
Oh God, don't even get me started on those elevators. My God. So this year, I don't know if I saw it on Facebook or Reddit or what, but people were getting rooms at Aloft, which is right across the street from America's Mart. So it's right there at the convention. And Aloft wasn't advertising any of this from what I saw. But someone on social media said they called and asked about Dragon Con room pricing. So that's what I did. And even the guy that I talked to sounded like he didn't know anything about it till he looked it up. So They're not even sharing it with their employees, much less with the public. But they did have a special Dragon Con room price. And I was able to secure us a room for less than we pay at the West End. And we finally get a fridge. We never get a fridge. We always have to get these shitty styrofoam coolers. Last year, ours broke and leaked all over the carpet. It was
those do not work.
So we are so just little things.
Wait, and this is by America's Mart?
Yeah, it's right across the street. So it's basically at the convention.
Okay, because that sounds like walking. Like, do I need to bring like a wheelbarrow? Because I am not toting your ass. At the end of the night when you're passed out.
Oh, I'll be fine. I've done many a drunken walk. I'll be all right.
I don't think it's really much farther than the Westin from like the Hyatt.
Right.
It's I used to have some friends who stayed there every year and they swore by it. They said the rooms were really big. They had a fridge. And I think they usually had a very big room with like a balcony and everything too. I don't know what type of room you guys have, but they were they very much highly praised the Aloft Hotel. So
awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
That's
and
awesome.
I secured it October 1st. I don't know if that's going to be the same this year or not, but yeah, right after.
All right. Well, good to know. We'll have to definitely mention that again in our hangover episode after Dragon Con.
Okay.
So, oh gosh, here we go, guys. Hotel drama. I almost made this a rule, but then I was like, no, we'd be dead. If we talk about the Sheraton, the hotel formerly known as Sheraton. Okay, so the hotel formerly known as the Sheraton was added again back in July, canceling 271 rooms due to flood damage that, as far as I could tell, happened way back in October of last year. Like, get your shit together. And I get it. It was a fire, rooms, the sprinklers went off, etc. But like 271 rooms you guys could not get fixed in that amount of time. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't a big proponent of anything about the Sheraton back when it was the Sheraton, and now that it's the Cortland Grand, it just feels like they are also really bad at fixing anything that goes wrong. And then a couple of days ago, literally, like, what was it? Was it yesterday or Thursday afternoon or something? I sent you guys the information on this. They canceled more rooms. I don't know how many they canceled this time around, but we are 2 weeks out from the fucking convention. And I am so sorry to everybody who had their rooms canceled. Yes, Manny, I see you raising your hand. Very, very exaggeratedly.
Wait, you had your room canceled?
No, he's not saying that. No.
Oh, okay.
No. What I was gonna say is, like, do we expect anything else? Didn't the Sheraton give everyone like Norwegian fucking virus like back in the day just because they couldn't clean their filters and all that shit? Like, does anyone expect anything else from them? Like, they literally are like, I don't know.
They're gonna feed everyone the poop lettuce.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that when you walk into the Sheraton, like, you know what you're going to get into, right? There's certain places that I go to that I know what I'm getting into. Like, I can't complain about what happens with me walking into this place. The Sheridan, I want Norwegian virus. I want the fucking laced fucking lettuce. I want explosive diarrhea. I want the sprinklers to turn on in the middle of the night. Like, you sign up
It's an
for that.
experience.
Exactly. It's like the Jaws ride, right? You know the shark is coming out of the water. Like, you know it is, you know?
It's crazy because I'm pretty sure the first time I went to Dragon Con, I stayed at the Sheridan, and it was pretty good, mostly because we were on just like the second floor, so we didn't have to fuck with elevators to get to our room, which is amazing. We just went up one flight of stairs. But
that would
since
make the
then,
explosive diarrhea worth it.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe.
Might even lose a couple pounds. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, I guess it's just gone to complete shit since then.
Well, yeah,
and
yeah. Well, and in both cases of them canceling these rooms, people are being sent to stay at the Signia, which is a nicer, according to everybody, much nicer, more expensive hotel. But it's over by the World Congress Center. That's like a 30-minute walk or more from the Hyatt Marriott Hilton. So we're going from the Sheraton, which is not the best location, if you ask me either, but you're going from there where you're 2 blocks-ish from the Hilton on a flat walkway, a block and a half or whatever from the Marriott, slightly uphill, et cetera, to this hotel that's a 30-minute walk. I actually did it on maps. It's a 30-minute walk from the Hyatt, which like for me is probably, I'm tall, it's 25 minutes. I'm tall and I walk fast. It's 20 to 25 minutes. But like, and they do have shuttle service from the Signia Hotel, but when they canceled the rooms back in July, they were forcing people to pay the difference in cost for the rooms. Wow. Now, apparently the new cancellations don't have to pay the difference in cost because it's so close to the con. But personally, I saw some of the posts from people back in July complaining about now they expect us to pay more for a room. And I was like, no, the Sheridan doesn't have your room available. They are moving you. They cannot make you pay more, right? Like there's no, absolutely not. So I'm hoping that the people who were being told they had to pay the higher room price fought against it for the most part, or all of them did. And or maybe this situation, because also like, oh, okay, so your room was canceled about a month ago or a little less, and you had to pay the difference in cost, but now these people who are closer don't have to pay. Absolutely not, because there were no other rooms available downtown at that point back in July either. Makes me so angry. Fuck you, Cortland Grand.
It's a mess. I mean, I don't know what can be done. Like, should they just switch to a loft as being the host hotel? I don't know.
That would be good though if they like switched it up. You know, like, look, man, the Sheridan, like, it's just a tired old dog at this point. It did its part. It did what it can do, but it's time to let the Sheridan go out to pasture at this point.
But unfortunately, like Dragon Con, when they have these contracts with the hotels, they're for very long periods of time. So I don't know when their contract would even be up. Now, do I think that they could probably finagle their way out of it because of all the problems? Yes. But also the Sheridan has like the biggest ballrooms, or some of the biggest ballrooms of any hotel downtown, and that's part of the reason why that is the reason why registration is there. So there are other issues there that are like, it's beyond the room situation, and maybe even beyond the contract situation. It's like, where would they put registration? Because they have to have it open all weekend, and those, I will say, it's been a long time since I've had to, because I'm an attending pro. Sorry guys, drink.
Cheers.
It's been a long time since I've had to walk through those registration lines, but those ballrooms are fucking huge. So
somebody on Facebook said they were going to win the lottery and then build a new.
Yeah, house. I saw that too. Now I will say this. Rumor is that this week's cancellations, the more recent ones, might have happened because the Sheridan, Cortland Grand, agreed to be overflow dorm housing for Georgia State University students who would be moving in before the convention starts. And that is why they canceled all these rooms.
Well,
They have a
that's why
contract
there's
with Georgia State University.
that's why there's
Farmhouse.
270 rooms that are not completed or whatever.
Well, that was definitely a different thing. But yeah, the new wave of cancellations, people are positing with good reason that is why the newer set of rooms were canceled. But again, this is not confirmed. It is just a rumor. But either way, like I said, fuck this hotel for real. Fuck this hotel for real. I'm so glad I never have any reason to go there. Like the tracks that I frequent aren't located there, et cetera, et cetera. So, there also seems to have been some overflow hotel drama. And I know, Patrick, it sounds like you're also in the Dragon Con official group. And yeah, there's been, and also I've seen it on Reddit too. There's one hotel that's in like Midtown maybe that is under construction after being bought out, and they canceled all their reservations and weren't even helping people find new places to stay or anything like that, I don't think. Weirdly enough, the very first Dragon Con I ever went to back in 2012, I booked at this hotel that had very bad ratings. It's now a Holiday Inn it's right behind the Westin actually. And I got it for like $89 a night. Okay. For Dragon Con 2012, I booked it in like mid to late fall. I think it was like mid fall 2011 for Dragon Con 2012. Got it for $89 a night. And the Holiday Inn franchise like bought it, and they revamped the whole hotel between when I booked it and when Dragon Con happened in 2012. And we actually ended up in a much nicer room with like free breakfast and shit for $89 a night. Like, awesome. So I feel really bad for these people who just ended up in this hotel, or who booked this hotel in Midtown or wherever it was that got bought out, and they were just like, oh, haven't finished the construction. Y'all are canceled. Bye forever. I also go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've been diligently checking my email every day. I'm just so nervous that that Aloft is going to cancel on me for some bullshit reason. But so far, I have not gotten anything from them.
And then also, I heard there was at least one more hotel that was like, I think also in Midtown, that was upgrading people's rooms, be like, hey, you got an upgrade, but then charging them way higher prices for upgraded rooms they didn't ask for. Which, no, that doesn't. If that happens to anybody, please listen to me. Just don't. Like, don't allow them to do that to you. They can't do that to you. They can't force you to take an upgrade you didn't ask for, and then also force you to pay more for it. Just FYI. And then just yesterday, I saw a Reddit post from someone saying their hotel, presumably one of the downtowner, like closer overflows, presumably
lanyard.
Yeah, lanyard overflows. Presumably one of the downtowner, like closer overflow hotels cried over booking and moved them to a hotel that this poster said, and I think this is what they were saying anyway. It was they said a few different things, and it was kind of hard to understand what they were getting at here. But basically, this closer hotel cried over booking and moved them to a hotel that was a 30-minute walk or 10-minute like Uber, Lyft, rideshare, whatever away. Which it could be worse, I guess, but still, what the fuck, man? Why does this all seem so prevalent this year? What is happening with these hotels? Just get your shit together. Over and over and over again. That's all I have to say. Get your shit together.
Because, I mean, they've had more than enough practice to know how these things go. And
it's the 40th Dragon Con.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I got to get my shit together.
No.
Oh, no, that's just gone. That's done. It's canceled.
Just cancel Stark.
Yeah.
All right.
Targaryen wins, I guess.
I mean,
Team Black, baby.
Oh, my headphones.
the Starks were mostly canceled in the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but that's kind of wild, because I feel like these hotels kind of already know what's going on, like how this fucking shit works, and to kind of see them like fumble on this shit is pretty wild.
I mean, the ones that like get bought out and just don't understand shit. I hate that the people who have rooms at these hotels are going through it, but fine, whatever. You just don't understand. But like the host hotels, the Sheraton, the whatever the fuck it's called now, They should
The
know
Sheridan.
better.
It's always going to be the
Yeah, it's
Sheridan.
always going to be the Sheridan. What is that
It is
dark? What is
known.
that? What is that dark place, Daddy? With that Mufasa meme. What is that? What is that dark place? We don't go there.
We don't go there. The Sheridan.
I think I have to shout out my friend Becca. I'm pretty sure made that original meme of Simba and Mufasa sitting on the hills. Like, what is that? What is that dark, shadowy place over there? We don't go there, Simba. So hotel themes. Hilton is the only one that goes all out with the theme. They are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this year. Cool. I mean, I love me some TMNT from back in the day. It does seem like an odd choice for this year. Like last year was Toothless.
Yeah, it's
that
not,
made
like,
sense. The year before, I think, was either
Mario?
24
It's Mario.
23 was 24 Mario. I know
Yeah.
24 23 was Mario. And then one year it was like Stranger Things. So I'm okay. Like, hey, listen, I love TMNT, but I'm like, why did you choose that for this year, Hilton? I would like to know.
Yeah. At least they're doing something. Look, because I will say this. Back in the day when I first started going, the Marriott was the place to go. Now you will find me halfway passed out on a couch at the Hilton. Okay. I just hang out in the Hilton now because I'm like, I can actually move around. And even when it's like super busy, like it was like last year, it still was, very mobile. You can still move around like totally fine, so.
Yeah, and then I mean, also Hyatt theme. They used to do themes at the Hyatt. I swear to you, they did. But once again, they don't seem to be doing a full-on theme this year. But they have posted celebrating that it's going to be Dragon Con's 40th year, so maybe they'll lean into that some. And Jen, you said you saw some things about that too. I think that some of the hotels are leaning in to the Dragon Con 40th theme, so that's fun. And what else? What did you see? Did you see things from other hotels like the Westin or anything, or just kind of general?
It looked like it probably was in the Westin, just based on the Westin always has those like really big signs that it was just a rum bucket. I love that. Yeah, it's like they just had like really big, kind of almost like superheroish like kind of signs. I did see though, they were starting to post, and it's not necessarily hotel theme related, but they had the signs on like the light post. I did see one for Mars Attacks, and that did make me kind of happy.
Yeah, they do those sign. Like I live here now part of the time, and I haven't been anywhere where they have the signs hanging, but it's so exciting to see that they hang those kind of well in advance of the convention and everything. But yeah, I will say the Hyatt burger this year is almost certainly Star Trek themed. I could not find a description of the burger because usually they post a picture of it and they'll say like it's on this sort of bun and it has like all these toppings. I couldn't find a description of what the burger is, but it is definitely Star Trek themed because they did post a photo of a burger a while back with the caption that it's boldly going where no burger has gone before. So, yeah, Star Trek, which I think this year is the 60th anniversary of Star Trek, I believe. Wow. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, the hotel itself and like the Westin tried to do a theme a few years ago and it was Harry Potter and people really clapped back about that for obvious reasons.
I think that was 24.
Yeah, and they ended up going with like a generic like superhero theme, but that's cool too. Like maybe I don't know. And I think last year they still had some of the superhero like graphics on their doors. I only went to the Westin once last year, but if I remember correctly, they still had some. So maybe they're just gonna go with that every year, which. Hey, but also they house the Apocalypse Rising track. I would love to see them just really lean in to like an apocalypse, right? Like Walking Dead, literally anything apocalypse theme. That would be fun because I know they house other tracks, but I think it would be fun for them to like lean into that.
I just feel like the Westin is like a little bit disconnected from the other hotels. And maybe it's because they're far away. God bless their hearts. It's not their fault.
They're not that far. At least it's a flat walk from the Hyatt anyway.
Look, after 4 tall boys in me, I am not walking that. Okay, I am sorry. I'm tired at that point. I'm going to sit there. I just feel like when they come up with themes, it's like, I don't know. It's almost like generic. Like I really feel like this year it's just going to be like, oh, we're doing like a Macarena theme. Like Like that's it, you know? And it's just like, guys, come on, man. You know, because it's a very pretty hotel and it's very, you know, nice, whatever. I call it the geriatric hotel because when I walk in there, I feel like I'm going to like a hospital to get like my prostate checked or to get a cancer removed or like something like that. No shame against the people who put the stuff together. I know that they're doing the best that they can do. God bless their hearts. I just feel like maybe they should fucking hire me to fucking come up with something because I think that I would steal the thunder from the fucking Marriott because fuck the Marriott, you know, like that's all I'm
Well,
saying.
the Westin does also have the horror track there. They have
Okay,
the
yeah.
urban fantasy
Yeah,
track
and I
as well.
really feel like
Yeah.
those two and Apocalypse Rising, the three of them together, and they have
Oh, yeah.
video gaming. They have video
That's right,
gaming
yes.
too. They could really, I mean,
They could
honestly,
do something.
they could do Fallout, and that kind of covers
Oh,
a
that'd be
lot of
amazing.
a
Sure.
lot of
Yep.
the. Come on, Weston, what are you doing? Do a
Exactly.
Fallout theme. It covers
need to
like
hire
pretty
us.
much all of those bases right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
this could easily be a good win and bring more people there, you know? Like not just for the panels,
Pat
but we could hang out
interruption.
all fucking
Oh,
day.
you can hear him? Okay.
Mhm.
We're not drinking.
Sorry,
enough.
Manny. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
we're not drinking
We're
enough.
early in though. We're only 50 minutes in, guys. Come
Oh,
on.
it is 8 minutes away from his snack time, so I promise you, he's going to keep going.
All right, let's get fucked up then. Let's
Hell yeah, brother.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
there's one thing I have on this that I want to talk about. But Patrick, before I talk about this, Monk's Meadery, is this your no? I think.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about Monk's Meadery first, because that's more. This is outside. We're done. Anybody else have thoughts on hotel themes? No. Yes. Okay. Let's go with Patrick's note, and then I'll jump back to the thing that I was going to bring up next anyway, because your stuff is more newsy than the thing I was going to mention anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So Monk's Meadery got broken into, I think, in February of this year by some people that were, I guess, after copper. They were trying to get the copper inside, and they did like over $10,000 worth of damage. So I don't know. I love Monk's Meadery. I went there. I get to Dragon Con the Wednesday before it starts. And there was a year Jen and Walter and I went there on a Wednesday, and they were doing karaoke that night. And it
Wednesday is
was
the new Thursday, Patrick.
Right, exactly.
Actually, I think that was right when that hurricane kind of actually blew through.
Gotcha.
And that was like, it was a beautiful weekend because of that hurricane.
Yeah, we had a great time there. And they've always got a booth at the con where you can try their meads. They have a newish non-alcoholic mead for our sober friends. And also, I just learned this year, I don't know how long this has been going on, but they have a free shuttle from the convention to their actual location, their tap room. It is between the Marriott and the Hilton. Again, it's free. You don't even need a badge. And this year on Friday and Saturday, they're going to have a side quest market with local artists and makers and stuff. So go check them out. Go support them. We love them. They love us. So I love them.
They've had that free shuttle for at least 2 years, I believe.
Okay.
They definitely had it last year. I'm pretty sure they had it in 2024. So I could be wrong about that. Like, don't at me, but yeah, so Monk's Meadery, definitely check them out. I'm not a mead person, sadly, but
I'm not either, but I sampled a couple of them, and they're pretty good.
I've had the Dragon Con one was decent. And I say decent as somebody who doesn't like mead, right? Like if you really like mead, you might absolutely love it. It's just not totally my
Does
thing.
it have alcohol in it?
Yes.
I love it.
Mead is generally like too sweet for me.
But it's very sweet.
Yeah, it is sweet. Yeah.
So, and this is kind of, I don't even know why this is in this section. I need to fix these. I've just been copying and pasting this doc and changing like the notes year after year after year. So I don't know why this is in this section, but I know last year we talked about it I think it's because it's like a tip thing. Sure. Okay. So now we're moving on from news to tips and tricks. Does anyone else carry a backpack with them most or all of the time? And if so, what's in it? For me, I carry hand sanitizer, hand lotion, because hand sanitizer is drying and I am old. My ribbons, chapstick, usually, sometimes some sort of snack. If it's like the first part of the day, because usually I don't have time to get breakfast, depending on my panel schedule. Anyway, I don't think I have that problem this year. But a giant bottle of water, my little notebook for panel notes as a panelist, but also I've seen people taking notes during panels too. So hey, like, do not be shy about bringing a notebook and like writing things down. Fan panels are great. Okay, they really are. And then also I have like a small wallet or card holder for my ID and like one credit or debit card and my hotel room key. I do not carry pretty much anything other than that around with me in terms of that sort of stuff. I usually have like a pocketbook sized hairbrush mirror combos, either the round one, or I also have like a little long one. You know, you gotta brush your hair, have a little mirror, you know, stay fresh. Makeup items if I need to update stuff for like touch up cosplay stuff if I'm in a cosplay. Charging block and cord if I'm going to be away from my room for more than half the day. Eye drops, which like in the past it was like eye drops because I'm a contact wearer and being in the AC and inside my eyes sometimes get dry. And now I'm like, having had eye surgery earlier this year, I'm just constantly like shoveling eye drops into my. I'm not even dripping them into my eye. I'm just shoveling them into my.
Damn.
That's hyperbole, but also not.
Right.
And yeah, bobby pins, always extra bobby pins, and at least one extra hair tie, sunglasses, because I usually will walk outside. I don't know about you guys, but I avoid the sky bridges pretty much entirely throughout the weekend. I basically stop using them by like midday Friday and don't ever go in them again unless somebody else forces me to after that. And then drinks, of course, if it's that time of day. I have two separate backpacks. I have a regular backpack, and then I have my backpack if I'm carrying drinks, which is a cooler backpack. But it's also the cooler backpacks. They're nice. Like they are lined and everything, but you still have to be careful if you're carrying like ice packs or anything in them. So I will often extra line them with my like bag of grocery store bags that I brought from California, because the ones on the East Coast suck so bad. But our California grocery bags are like nice thick grocery bags, so good. So anybody else carry a backpack, and if so, what's in it? I know Manny and Patrick do. Jen, do you carry a backpack though? You haven't talked much.
So I normally don't. I tend to just try to have pants with some pockets and stick like credit card, ID, hotel key, and I have my phone, and that's literally it. But I did talk to my coworker this year because I told her I wanted to have some kind of smaller bags. I normally have like a massive purse, and carrying that around all day, and then when you're sweating your ass off, it's the worst. So she told me about some kind of fanny pack that she would wear, that she says like when it doesn't have anything in it, it's wicked tiny, but it stretches like crazy, and you can just throw all sorts of shit in it. So I'm gonna look for that, because I do need to carry some kind of bag with me, because I'm so paranoid that I'm end up losing half my stuff by just shoving it in my pocket.
Yeah. Patrick, what about you? What do you carry in your backpack?
Yeah, I've always got a bag on me. Like you, it's gotta have a snack. Usually it's a peanut butter sandwich. And because it is hot land, so one must always carry a fan on them.
Oh, yes.
The secondary benefit is the drama, of course, darling.
Of course.
The girlies love it as well, so I get the compliments.
Can confirm, I love them.
During the day, I've got my Steam Deck on me for when I'm waiting between panels, and at night, I replace the Steam Deck with a flask. I also carry eye drops on me. I don't wear contacts, but I am a stoner, so eye drops are a necessity, of course.
Yes, of course. Of course. Well, and also with the fan thing, I actually am bringing 2 fans with me this year, so I need to be better about bringing them. I don't need them when I'm like going just from panel to panel or whatever, but I definitely, for the times I've been at photo shoots at the Hilton, which I'm doing at least 1, maybe 2 this year, I definitely need a fan.
Have you been practicing the thwack?
I have always practiced that. And unfortunately, I was in New Orleans. I was in New Orleans over Memorial Day and bought a cheap fan at one of the like stupid stores in the French Quarter because I was so hot. And I did the flack, and the whole thing fell apart.
Oh no! Oh god!
I had to
have-
tie it together with like a one of those not a zip tie, like the bread tie,
Oh,
like bread
no.
bag
Oh,
tie
the
things.
bread
I found,
tie.
yeah, I
The
found one of
twist
those.
tie.
Twist tie, thank you. I found one of those and like tied it together, and it worked as a fan the rest of the weekend, but it didn't. I could not flack it open, however you say it.
I'm so sad because I had one that I love to bring to the Renaissance Fair. It says "Ye Old Dumb Slut" on it, and I lost it. I can't find it
No!
anywhere. I know Jen
No!
loves it too. I get so many
I was
compliments.
gonna ask to borrow that one.
I can't find it, girl. It's gone. I'm so sad.
I have a Pikachu surprise faced one and also a Marriott carpet one that I got from Drunken Dragon Hotel. Also, shout out to Drunken Dragon Hotel. They I will say this, like some of the things I bought from them, I'm like, this is fine. A lot of their stuff is like printed kind of on demand essentially, and it's maybe the shirt I have doesn't fit quite right and stuff, and that's not on them necessarily. It's just it's like an odd shaped Marriott carpet shirt that like doesn't fit over my boobs and is also weirdly short, but it's still like it fits my shoulders okay, so whatever. But yeah, I have a Marriott carpet fan from Drunken Dragon Hotel that it's actually, you can't see it right now, but it's sitting it's right there. I have it spread out on my shelf.
You can see the little corner.
Yeah. So, Manny, what about you? I know you always are a backpack wearer.
I wear a messenger bag because I am a person of quality and I like stylish, things that are sleek that go with my exactly. So, anyways, I carry in my little messenger bag what looks like fucking artillery because I literally have 3 or 4 fucking tall boys, the biggest ones that I can find, along with a flask, okay, and maybe some box of smokes or something like that, then maybe a water, like maybe. It just depends how I feel. Some days you just don't want to hydrate. Some days, sometimes you're looking for that headache, and I am a man who looks for pain, and that's where I find it. And also,
again,
it's just
you're coming
cheaper.
with me. You're coming with me to go see Psycho Stick. Then I'll show you some pain.
Because dude, I had like a few years where I was like buying the drinks, like at the little places and stuff. But bro, when you're paying fucking $7 for like a fucking pint, I'm like, fuck this. I go to that place.
That's still not that bad.
That's not bad.
No, look, I know, I get it, but still, it's like I literally go to that place that's like right next to the Sheraton, whatever, that little podunk like liquor store or whatever, and I'm just like, I just go there and I just stock up, and I'm just like, unzip my bag, I'm like, load me up, let's do this, and look, I understand, like my bag is like, it's one of these hipster messenger bags, right? It's not really made for anything practical. It's not going to keep it cold. It's not anything, but that's fine because that means as soon as those go in my bag, it's like the clock is like running at this point. So I'm like, okay, I got like 2 hours to like drink this. The last one's going to be shitty, but I will be drunk enough to not give a fuck. So I got to get through these 3 like immediately. Okay, so I'm sitting there just like oh, and then when I get to the 4th one, yeah, it fucking sucks ass, but I don't care. I've already peed 17 times, like it, so yeah, but
Good times.
That's probably about it. Like I think the first year I came back, I think I brought my tablet so I can sit down and do art. And then I did that for I think it was like 5 minutes, and then I just got depressed and wanted to jump off a building, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink instead. Like, let's just do this instead. Because maybe, maybe I'll feel a little better, which I did. So, yeah. Oh, well, and obviously I keep my keys in there because I have to get home at some point. Since I don't have the hotel, I just gotta drive back and forth. And
what a pleb.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not Manny's not a legacy hotel room holder.
Oh. Well, look, I mean, well, Patrick, then maybe you just save a little room for me next time or something like that, so I have a place to crash out at.
There's a whole half of my bed available.
Or at the floor.
I'm a snorer, so I've like, I've had offers for like to stay. So I'm like, but apparently I'm not as bad as a snorer as I thought I was, because I had stayed in South Carolina with Tara, and we stayed up until like goddamn like 5 a.m, and we drank the entire time. So I'm like, oh, here we go. The fucking snore train is coming in to fucking, and she was like, oh, I didn't fucking hear you at all. And I'm like, well, okay, apparently I don't snore that
to
much.
be fair, my house in South Carolina was built in the 50s, so the walls it's a very sturdy, and the doors are actually solid wood. They're the original doors from the house that was built in like, I don't know, 1952.
Can you just
something like that?
Can you just lie to the audience and just give me this one? Just give me this one. Okay. Just say yes. You don't snore at all, man. You're totally fine.
Sure. Yep. No, you don't snore.
Thank you.
Okay,
But here's the thing: when somebody tells me they're a snorer, I have to trust that they are a snorer, and that is my immediate like, "Ooh, sorry, I can't do snoring." As like,
look, and like,
if someone's a hardcore snorer, I literally can't do it physically. I will. There is a chance I will throw something at you in the middle of the night if you're snoring in my room, and it's probably going to. One time this was not at Dragon Con. This was I was on a trip to Vegas with some friends, and I was in like one side of the bed, and my friend who was snoring was in the side of the bed closest to me, and I threw the alarm clock from the end table. I threw it at him. I didn't mean to hit him in the head, but I did.
No, I'm
like, half a sleep parrot can't be trusted. Okay.
Yeah. No, look,
I relate fully.
I am extremely self-conscious about it. So to me, I'm like, oh, you know what? No, it's fine. I'm gonna go sleep on the on the bus bench, for a little while, and then I'll come back up, or I'll just go sleep in my car or like something like that, because I don't like that, because like one of the things that drives me crazy is that I've shared hotel rooms with people who had night terrors. So I always equate that to the same thing, to where I'm like, dude, that shit will freak you the fuck out. So it's like, if you get up and start walking around in the middle of the night, bro, you're going to get shot. So now I just equate it to like, well, if I'm snoring in the middle of the night, bro, I'm going to get shot. I'm just going to stay in my car. Thanks.
Say, Patrick does he has the earplugs. Just
Smart.
in case. So yeah. I'm a huge twitcher though, so that's my bigger problem. So my husband says I'll throw up gang signs in the middle of the night. He actually videoed me doing it at one point. But thankfully that doesn't.
Thug life, girl. Thug life. That's what I'm talking about.
Thug life, yes.
Always represent. Always.
But thankfully that doesn't make noise. It just looks a little frightening when if you're like staring at me. Otherwise, it won't make noise.
You're gonna be like my gangsta sleep paralysis demon.
Patrick, I'll have to show you when I see you next. It freaked me out too, because I thought he was lying, and then he's like, "Nope, here's the proof."
So the last couple times that we've shared a hotel room, you're trying to fight me in the middle of the night the whole time, and I didn't even know. Okay.
East Coast, West Coast, baby. Shit.
Right.
Know your colors, baby. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. All right. Well, honestly, I feel like I'm missing some newsy stuff that I would usually have knowledge about, because I often get a lot of my newsy stuff from Reddit, and the Dragon Con subreddit is just awash with ribbon and cosplay lineup posts, and just like one of the mods made a get all your ribbon posts out of the way now, like a week or more ago.
But they're not.
Because after this, there will be a mega thread or something, but they never made the mega thread, and it's just so many fucking ribbon posts, and that's all I'm going to say about that. We'll get into ribbons and stuff in a minute. Other kind of like tips, tricks, newsy stuff, photo shoots, the Dragon Con group photo shoots Facebook page. It's facebook.com/groups/DCon photos. You can find the full photo shoot schedule there. And you can also, I think, actually, hold on. Let me double check that this worked, because this is from last year. I think you can find it. Yes, on Dragon Shoots. Well, actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to say that because I think that might be 2025. So if you're looking for photo shoots, sadly, Facebook is the best place to find them right now. They will be in the app though. So when the app updates and they have all the schedule and everything, all of the photo shoots will be in the app. Thankfully, that's something they've added within the past
y'all.
years. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. Drink. Yeah. Thank you for being on top of that, Jem. By the way, I did have to make myself a Fight Claw a few minutes ago.
It's glorious.
I'm so jealous. I don't have any vodka here.
So yeah, facebook.com/group/DCon photos for now. And then when the app updates, they will also all be in there. Is anyone here planning on attending any group photo shoots? I mean, and even if you're not in cosplay, I always suggest, like, if you're really into a fandom, check out when the photo shoot is and go to it, because people are going to be handing out ribbons. They're going to be handing out swag. It's also just fun to see everybody in costume. So if you have time, even if you're not in costume, I very much suggest, like, if you're very into a fandom, to go to a photo show. I know, Manny, you see a ton of them because you're just always out there partying at the Hilton.
Partying. I'm just sitting on the steps like a fucking like a raven. Like I'm just sitting there like a bird of prey. Like I'm just looking at, like, like. But no, I generally do hang out, a lot out there because, one of the things is cool is the photo shoots. There's a lot of takes on costumes, right? It's cool when people do the exact costume, but there's a lot of people who have some very interesting takes on a costume that I really, really fucking enjoy. So, and I definitely love to people watch. That's my thing at Dragon Con.
It's the best part of the con.
It is the best.
Yep. I just people watch, and you're gonna find me perched somewhere throughout the, eventually they'll have to make a cult of, like, where's Manny, and people just go around finding where I'm perched that fucking day, right? Because you'll just see me in random areas, man, like just perched on it. I love people watching. But
maybe you'll hand out liquid IV packets to people.
There you go. Right. I had to hand some to Daniel, because I had to preach that, on that cult, on the liquid IV cult, which is, again, ladies and gentlemen, I am not sponsored. We are not sponsored by Liquid IV. However, if you are fucking drunk as fuck and you wake up and you got the fucking headache, take a fucking Liquid IV. You will fucking, feel amazing. So,
Manny, I'll take your Liquid IV and give you Zip Fizz.
Oh,
Have you ever tried that?
No.
You get it at Costco. It's fantastic. It'll millions of percentage of B12. It'll wake you right up.
Oh shit, I gotta try that. Okay, well then maybe that's gonna be on the list for this year to do.
Well, I am planning on attending at least one group photo shoot. I will be at the Dungeon Crawler Carl one on Friday evening. I think it's at 5:30 Friday. I'll get into that when I get into my schedule stuff. I will maybe go to the Battlestar one on Sunday morning. That depends on what I do, how late I stay up Saturday night. We'll see. Other activities, Dragon Con Swag and Seek. Okay, let's talk about how to get swag items, where to find them. Planters, bar tables in the Marriott and Hyatt lobbies, especially. Basically any blank surface in a public area, just make sure that they're tagged with some sort of swag tag. In it's an identifier. It'll say it's swag and Seek. Don't just pick up something that's just a random thing on a table when there's somebody standing near, especially because it could just be somebody setting down their prop or whatever, honestly. How to straight up receive them, waiting in line for panels, for instance, complimenting someone's cosplay. Again, going to the photo shoots, highly suggest. That's where I've gotten most of my ribbons and swag the past few years. Jesus. Sorry, somebody just said in the chat. Let me see if I can highlight this. I don't know. Do you think there will be anyone at the Dungeon Crawler Carl photo shoot? No, I don't. There's only literally hundreds of people in the photo shoot Facebook group that I'm in. No, there won't be anybody there. Nobody's gonna show. It's a secret. It's a secret nobody talks about. I don't know. For me, I'm still crying over not finding or getting one of the 3D printed downtown Atlanta footprints that somebody was giving out or hiding at Dragon Con last year. But
There goes
now
Targaryen.
you've lost
Jesus
it.
Christ.
I mean, honestly, though, that sounds about legit.
I use those shitty like sticker anchors, and they're clearly not working out for me.
Oh no, you need command strips, babe.
Yeah.
You need the command strips. I just bought a whole ton of them for my.
You're
Dragon
better
Con
than this,
group.
Patrick. You're better than this. I
Clearly
know
not.
you are.
But anybody else have things they're looking for swag and seek wise, or hoping to find, or just kind of tips or tricks on finding swag and seek
So
stuff?
when like the first time, I didn't know about swag until I first got swag. And because my wonderful hipster messenger bag has a lot of little loops on it. And I had realized that after 4 or 5 tall boys and going on a few elevator rides, that my backpack was a little more jingly than expected. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I fucking look at it, and I had all of this shit. Every time I went into an elevator ride, somebody was clipping something on my actual like loopies, like on the thing. And I was like, and I didn't know what it was because I was like, what the fuck is this, dude? And it's literally just like littered with fucking swag, people making keychains and doing it. And I guess I was just properly roasted that I couldn't feel when people were like clipping.
I love that so much. That's so amazing. I love shit like that.
And I loved it. I was like, oh my God, this is fucking awesome. And then I was like, but where are these people? I want to thank them. Like, that was so sweet and like so nice. But you know, like, so yes, if you just get a bag with some nice little hoops on it and just spend some time in the elevators going up and down, something will stick, guaranteed.
I'm a ribbon whore, so I just want as many as I can.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get into that in a second. Patrick, did you have any swag stuff?
Yeah, I don't really do any of that stuff.
Okay.
I just do panels during the day mostly.
Well, you can get swag at panels too sometimes. Okay. I usually, well, actually, Manny's wonderful girlfriend, weirdly also named Jen, she made us some amazing pins last year. We handed a fuck ton of them out. I always put a bunch on the table in front of me before I left a panel, but they're like little tiny circle pins. And some of them are just our Geek Saga Entertainment logo. Some of them have a hot dog on them, and some of them have a train on them. And I still have a good number left from last year, because I didn't want to just like be throwing them out there. So I would spread like a handful on the table, and she made a lot of them last year. So I still have a good number left from last year. So I will be putting those out on my panels this year for sure again. But yeah, if you look, it's not just me. A lot of the times other panelists will have ribbons, but also swag that they'll put out on the panel in front of them. When they're on the panel that you can pick up afterwards. Now, granted, depends on how crowded the panel is, et cetera, et cetera. Like, do you want to rush the table afterwards? I don't know. But okay. So Jen, you mentioned ribbons. I will say, I have been exhausted with these for a couple of years. It's maybe this is because every other post on the Dragon Con subreddit, especially this was happening last year, but it's worse this year, is people posting photos of their ribbon, and it's like too much for me right now.
Yeah.
But that said, the same as with swag, we're going to talk about how to get ribbons. Best way again to guarantee a lot of ribbons is to go to best way to guarantee a lot of ribbons is to go to the Dragon Con Loyal Order of the Ribbons meetup. So Jen, if you're not in that Facebook group, there is, just look it up, Dragon Con Loyal Order of the Ribbons. They'll have information on the meetups they're doing. I don't know if they've confirmed all the days or times or locations or whatever, but they will be well before Dragon Con actually starts. I, for instance, almost exclusively hand mine out at my panels. Other panelists, again, like I said a minute ago, will also hand theirs out or have them on the table in front of them, like at the panelist table when they're in the room. They might also give them out to the general public more often than I do. I don't know. And then same as with Swag and Seek, you can sometimes get them while waiting in line for panels or even while just standing around in the bars chatting, as well as by complimenting other people's cosplays. Though, of course, none of this is guaranteed to land you a ribbon or a swag. And then photo shoots again. Photo shoots, lots of fucking ribbons at photo shoots. If you're really into a fandom, I'm telling you, go to a photo shoot. Even if you're not in costume, go to a photo shoot, take some pictures, talk to some of the people who are in costume for that photo shoot, and they will be handing out ribbons like candy.
The only thing where I felt like it kind of got degraded a bit, it was when I was waiting in line to get a beer at that place where they do the photo shoot out there. And the worker there gave me a ribbon for whatever thing they were doing. And I'm like, bro, come on. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's me going to McDonald's and being like, oh, here's a fucking I'm loving it like ribbon. I'm like, I don't want that, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on, dude. Don't try to market it. People gave me a lot of really creative ribbons last year, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking creative. I like this. That one's like, yeah, keep drinking at this place. Here you go, ribbon. You know, like, come on, bro. Silence brand, you know?
Yeah, and a lot of them are like what Tara was saying earlier, like people's just personal inside jokes with their friends. They've turned it into a ribbon. Okay.
Or like smaller fandom jokes too. There were a few ribbons I got. I want to say it was 2024. My roommate gave me a bunch of ribbons for a fandom that she was in that I wasn't yet at the time, and now I get the ribbons that she gave me back then. But I've also I think 2024, 2025, I got to a point where I was like, I cannot attach these to my badge. Like if it is not one of my ribbons or something that I am very seriously into, it's not going on my badge, because then you get this train of ribbons on your badge, and then wearing your badge or carrying it around and trying to pull it out to show people, they get pulled off or whatever. So like my suggestion, everybody, you do you, but my suggestion is like be selective about what you actually put on your badge at the con and save the additional ones for showcasing later. I still, I think, have a stack of ribbons that I haven't like put on a badge or anything or showcased because, again, moving, drink. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, a lot of people go crazy with them. I've seen people on like the second or third floor of a hotel with their whole ribbon thing hanging off the balcony, and it like goes down to the bottom floor. Like they have like 30 feet of ribbons. It's insane.
Well, and user Lemon Fia, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, says if you hand out ribbons or swag, honestly, offer them to volunteers and hotel workers or security. They also appreciate them. They might not do anything with them immediately, but yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like they love that stuff. I usually, along with, which I'll get into this in a minute, along with a tip for my hotel workers, I will usually leave some little trinkets in the room, because you never know. Like if they have kids or something, they might like to give that stuff to their kids, and it's like, what are you going to do with it? Bring it home? When what is it going to do at home? Sit in a box?
Right.
Are you ever going to use it again? Are you ever wearing that cosplay again? Who knows? So anything else about ribbons? Jen, I know you said you were super excited about ribbons. Has this given you some tips on how to get ribbons this year?
Yeah, because I've gotten them from panels, just going up to the tables and grabbing them. I've had random people just come up to me and like hand them to me. I feel like the first year I went, I got a ton of ribbons, but 2 years ago when I went again, I didn't get as many, and I was kind of bummed. So I'm the kind of person who, like in video games, when you have to like go collect stuff, I hoard. I'm a hoarder. So I love.
You're a completionist, is what it is. You're 100% completionist.
Yes, yes, that is exactly. So I love collecting all the ribbons. Like if I don't even connect with the fandom, I don't know if I really care. As long as it's not something that that's offensive to me or something, I'm gonna put it on my badge. So yeah, I just want to compete.
Well, hopefully this has given you some good tips and tricks for collecting ribbons. Like I said, I'm a little exhausted with it because it used to be like a fun like not maybe not niche isn't the right word, but it used to be like a fun little thing, and now it has become so prevalent that it's like I will accept your ribbon, absolutely, but it's not going on my badge because I have to show my badge too many times. And I can't remember what year it was. It was 22 or 23 where and this was, I still wasn't putting all of them on my badge, but it was still like feet long. And I was like, I ended up losing a few, and I was like, no, I don't want this. I don't want to lose them, even if I don't really know what they're for. So yeah, not putting them on your badge, all of them on your badge during Dragon Con is maybe a good idea, but hey, again, to each their own. So one of the other things, the last like kind of not the last tips and tricks thing, but there used to be other things like conquesting, Dragon Con bingo, the D100 list, etc., that you could find around the con. With conquesting, it was like find the quest giver, get your quest, complete it, get a prize. I know for a fact that I think OG like main conquesting quest giver isn't attending this year. He posted about it on Reddit, but it sounds like others do it too. One person on Reddit said to look for him with a light up exclamation point on a short pole, and that he would definitely be in the Hyatt Atrium on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I think like and I saw another post where somebody said they had like hats with little exclamation points on them. So if you see somebody with like an exclamation point, maybe they're a quest giver and you can approach them and get a quest. And if you complete it, I guess you have to find them again to get the prize, which that's always like is that going to happen at Dragon Con? But hey, try it.
I've never done that, so that actually sounds interesting.
I've seen those exclamation marks before, but never gotten into it.
But
we should give it a try this year, Jen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's a fun little thing, honestly. The costuming track is also hosting a scavenger hunt bingo sort of situation. If you visit Hilton 301 between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, if you want to participate, that's all the info I have on that. It just said visit Hilton 301 between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think they had hours on Monday too, but I didn't note them because who the fuck does anything on Monday? Sorry, it's not me, not this person, guys.
That's when we go shopping. That's when we go to the vendor hall.
That's when I sleep half the day, get my shit together, get it out of the room, and then go eat a whole bunch of tacos. So that is my Monday plan basically every year. But then also Flaky Not Flaky, which is this amazing bakery in the secret food court. If you've never been there, you're missing out. BT dubs. I finally got to go there last year, and I went there like 3 days, I think. Sometimes their line is kind of long, but I got lucky last year, and because I went to bed kind of early Friday night, so I was up at like 9 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. And I say early as in I went to bed at like midnight, but I just woke up, rolled out of bed, put on PJ. I think I just had like PJ shorts and a t-shirt on, and like flip-flopped my way over to the secret food court to Flaky Not Flaky and bought just 2 boxes of their cronuts and pastries. They're amazing. Highly suggest. But anyway, they are doing a hunt for caps like from Fallout.
Oh.
And it sounds like you can get the guide to cap locations from Flaky Not Flaky. And then if you find enough caps, you can trade them in for treats, aka like free food items. So I wanted to add that in there because also it's a local business. Everything there is really fucking good. Highly suggest visiting them, even if you don't do their little like caps scavenger hunt thing. Highly suggest Flaky Not Flaky.
What's the name of the Cuban place that we go there?
Benny's.
Is that what it is? That's the Cuban place?
Yeah, Benny's. That's in the Peachtree Food Court. That place is also good. Good Cubans. Their ropa vieja is pretty legit. Like it's
ropa vieja is good. Because we discussed this at length because I think we've eaten there multiple times at this point.
I get the ropa vieja at least twice during the convention.
Yeah, like it's good. It's almost there. There's something missing, but I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. But like I always tell people, and like everyone probably on this podcast has heard me say it, is like you can always tell like a real Cuban sandwich if they're using Cuban bread or a baguette. They use a baguette, so it's like
Yeah.
okay. It's still not bad though. Like they're definitely good. So I think that's where I probably spent most of my money there actually last year because I ate there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day that I was at the con. Like, yeah, every single day. I didn't eat anything else. I was like, no, I'm going to the Cuban place. I'm going to the fucking Cuban place. You know,
It's Moe's for us.
I was just about to bring it up.
For my adventuring party.
Hey, look, dude, I love.
We
Moe's
have to go to
too.
Moe's every year.
Yeah, yes, love Moe's also. You know, ain't no shame in that game.
Well, I'll hit you up when we go this year then.
Oh my God. I didn't know.
Let's
So they
do
don't
it.
have Moe's in California. So we were driving around somewhere and we drove by a Moe's. I think this is when we were living in, or this is when we were still solidly only living in South Carolina. And we drove by Moe's. And I was like, welcome to Moe's. And Dean and my younger stepson were like, what? I was like, is that just like you're right. I never saw one of these in California. To be fair, it is not California style like Mexican food. It is very like East Coast Mexican food.
Sure.
It's all right. It's
yeah,
good.
it originated in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Actually, my first job was at a Moe's Southwest Grill here in the Richmond area. And usually when you work at a restaurant, you end up hating the food, but I've always loved Moe's. Always.
Hey, that's a plus.
I remember working there.
My Jen worked at Moe's also. It's like a thing down
Nice.
here.
I remember working there and this guy would come in all the time. He was a regular and he would get so mad at us for yelling welcome to Moe's. And I'm like, dude. And he would be like, stop doing that. And I'm like, we're not going to stop doing what we are required to do for our job just because you're pissed off about it. 1, 2, go somewhere the fuck else if you don't like it.
It's because you were doing it wrong. You got to switch it up for him. When they walk in, be like, welcome to Moe's, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know? You gotta,
No, that's going to go over real well. Oh my God, Manny.
Oh,
I will stand by that 100%
yes,
of the time.
Yes. There's my girl. There's my girl. There's my girl. Yes.
I do not.
Moe's is greater than fucking Chipotle. Fuck fucking Chipotle.
I will never
their-
understand why anyone would go to a Chipotle if Moe's is an option. You get
I would
free
never
unlimited
understand why
chips.
anyone would go to a Chipotle.
Well, there's that too. They got the doo-doo
Yes.
lettuce.
Yes. Trash is better than Chipotle. Yes.
You get
Absolutely.
free unlimited chips, whereas you've got to pay for the chips at Chipotle. The queso dip is the best cheese dip in the world. As far
Wait,
as
you
I'm
got
It's
to
really
pay
good.
for the
I'm a cheese
chips
connoisseur.
at Chipotle?
Yes,
I don't eat
yeah.
there, so I have no idea.
It's
Oh, yeah.
extra.
Oh my god. Okay, so this just feeds the monster. Feeds
not
the
only
monster.
is it
That's what's happening.
not only the chips are free at Moe's, but they have like a whole salsa like
A free salsa
bar
bar.
that you can get with it. Yeah, for free.
Bro.
Okay, but I'm gonna cut. No,
Sorry.
it's fine. I'm cutting this conversation off because we're getting so off track. But also, if anybody
We're
wants
not.
to know
We're
about
right on
Manny's-
track.
If anybody wants to know about Manny's hatred for Chipotle, if you also watch House of the Dragon, just listen to our Hot Tea Takes episodes. Hot Tea Takes season 3 specifically. Manny has a lot of Chipotle thoughts.
Yes. How many times did I name drop fucking Chipotle in that season?
I don't. It was
A
like
lot.
once per episode after like the third
Yes,
episode or
exactly.
something, at least.
It was. Look, I'm telling you, I had lost my job. I was in a bad mood, so I was just literally just name dropping shit that makes me angry, like Chipotle. Okay, just that fucking simple.
All right. So last of our tips and tricks, avoid con crud. You can't get boosted this year because the COVID booster hasn't come out yet. I've seen people talking about that left and right. If you can get a flu shot, go ahead and do that. Honestly, if you haven't gotten it, I think it needs like 2 weeks to like actually take effect. So I don't know, but hey, it can't hurt. Start taking vitamin C, preferably, and or multivitamins now.
Lanyard.
Yeah, lanyard. Yeah. bring antibacterial. Can we make a ribbon for lanyard?
I was gonna say, can we make it a drinking
Oh
rule
my
every
God.
time?
I feel like we should have made a drinking rule for all the words that we fucked up.
Yes. Every time we have a word salad moment, we should drink.
Bring antibacterial liquid hand soap for your room. If you can't bring it, if you're flying, go to CVS and immediately buy a pump bottle of antibacterial liquid hand soap for your room. Like, you need Those stupid hotel bar soaps are disgusting. Don't do it. They're disgusting. They're so disgusting. I can't. Especially in the Hyatt, where the normal rooms in the Hyatt, the sink, the faucet is like so close to the back of the sink that everything on the counter gets wet. Oh God. Bring a pump bottle of liquid antibacterial hand soap for your room. Bring hand sanitizer, antibacterial hand wipes. The little alcohol wipes to clean off your phone. I swear by them. I usually do it at least once a day. They're like teeny tiny little, you can get a giant pack of them usually on Amazon, teeny tiny little alcohol wipes. You just wipe off the front of your phone, wipe off the back of your phone. If you're planning on using the same drinking containers throughout the weekend, a very small bottle of dish soap so you can wash your water bottle or whatever, or drinking containers out throughout the weekend. I swear by that also. Just like like this tall, like little mini bottle. Utilize disposable face masks or cloth ones if you absolutely have to. If you are not feeling well, fucking please. Like if you are halfway through the con and you're already there, either don't leave your room. Like, I'm sorry, don't be an asshole and stay in, or wear a mask, please. If you are going to be coughing, sneezing, hacking, whatever, don't get other people sick. Don't be an asshole. Like this is not work, right? Where in the US we have zero, like a lot of people have like no vacation days or no sick days or whatever. You're on vacation. Do not get other people sick because you are incompetent. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. And then also if you are wearing the same thing throughout the weekend, bring like detergent sheets or something similar, wash things, Febreze for the stank. Honestly, this is less about health and in general and more about the stank. Don't
Whole body deodorant.
Yeah, don't be the stank.
Also, if you guys get really hot throughout the day, I don't know what the weather will be like this year, but 2 years
Probably
ago,
balls hot.
I discovered the Headless Lounge at the Hilton, okay? And it's called the Headless Lounge because it's designed for the furries to take their heads off. So
I was going to say, you were allowed to go in there?
Yes, I was. Well, look, Patrick, who are you talking to? You think someone's going to tell me no? Like I'm kicking my way in there. I don't give a shit. Okay, they're going to have to drag me out. But it actually, they were very nice. They let me sit there, and they have like literally, it is surrounded with fans and really cold fucking AC. So if you get overheated or anything, it's like on the 3rd floor in the Hilton. It's called the Headless Lounge. Go sit in there for 10 minutes and tell me how much better you feel. Keep it in mind.
Yeah, honestly, Terry, you're muted.
A vodka spray bottle can actually work for smell.
I mean, yeah.
That it sounds weird, but it actually can work. Yeah.
This part of the webcast is always the most important part. I feel like Tara's list of stuff to bring is so fucking useful. Last time I went to Dragon Con was in 24 and I got freaking COVID. So
that's right, because you got it and I didn't.
It was gnarly. And
remember the year you gave me COVID? What was that?
It wasn't COVID. It was
just something. I was
just
sick
a touch of bronchitis. Just a touch of bronchitis.
I got it 23 and 24. Like 23 I was sick for 8 fucking
Maybe
days.
it was 23. Patrick got us all sick. We blame it on you. Honestly, we blame it on you because it's funny to blame it on you. But it could have been a million other things.
But yeah, so I actually did. I did go ahead and get a COVID booster a few days ago because I was reading it actually can be still effective, even though it's not like the most updated version. Hopefully it works. I really don't want to get COVID again, but I also was not great about sanitizing everything like you were talking about. So this year for sure, I'm going to take that a lot more seriously.
Yeah, for sure. And even if you're the only person drinking out of your drinking containers, which also please be the only person drinking out of your own drinking containers. Like anytime anybody has offered me a drink, even if they're pouring it from something, I'm like, whose lips have touched that? If somebody else, like if anybody's lips have touched that, I'm not taking it. I know that is probably extra, but that is me just saying. So just be safe, guys. People get sick at con every year. It's inevitable. It is what it is, but still, be safe. Antibacterial hand soap in your room, dish like a small bottle of dish soap for your like bottles or cups or whatever. If you're using reusable ones, Solo cups, whatever, like throw them away after you use them, for Christ's sake. But yeah, so food or snacks. So while many restaurants are still open, crowds are still high, we cannot stress enough that you need to have at the very least some decent hearty snacks in your room or carrying with you if you're commuting, just in case. Do your shopping at home if you can for like groceries, alcohol, etc. If not, do it as early as possible at Dragon Con. If you're there on Wednesday, do it on Wednesday. If you get there Thursday,
That's what we always do.
Yeah, do it first fucking thing on Thursday. Con Suite is on the second floor of the Hyatt. Often they only have like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or popcorn, but sometimes you'll find other options like donuts in the morning, small sections of deli sandwiches around lunchtime. Sometimes they have rice and beans, either vegetarian or with sausage. Spaccos, sometimes very late at night, or really more likely very early in the morning. The Con Suite doesn't open until I think Friday morning, but definitely check out the costume or the Con Suite if you can find it. Second floor of the Hyatt. That's where it is. Everybody's always like, the Con Suite is a secret. Shh. And I'm like, no, it's really not. It's right there. But, and they often don't have a lot of stuff, but they do also have fountain sodas. They have a bucket of ice, whatever. You can get water from the fountain soda thing. So drink water, Manny.
Yeah.
No.
What to bring for your room if you're staying at a hotel, whether it's downtown or midtown or whatever. Solo or other disposable cups, trash bags, because you're gonna create a lot of trash, and if you don't let housekeeping come into your room, I'm sorry, but it's on you to put your trash into a trash bag and at least set it outside of your room. Like don't give them a huge mess to clean up. They're doing enough. Also, like extra face towels. Bring your own face towels or washcloths if you're doing like FX makeup. Okay, don't be washing green paint off your face with a hotel washcloth. Just don't. Yeah. Silverware, plastic silverware or bowls/plates if you're going to be eating stuff in your room. Again, I already mentioned liquid antibacterial hand soap for the bathroom, and if possible, a small bottle of liquid dish soap for washing out reusable water bottles, etc. If you're in the Hyatt, a towel, an extra towel for the faucet, or something that negates the towel. There are things you can buy. They're like the toddler faucet extensions that people have mentioned to me every year, and every year I forget to buy one of those. But if you're staying in the Hyatt, buying one of those little faucet extensions, they're super cheap on Amazon, and you just pop it onto the faucet and then it keeps the entire counter from getting wet. So I suggest that.
Wow.
And then cash to tip your fucking housekeepers. Do
Always.
not be assholes. Even if you do not allow them in the room all weekend, even if you're bringing trash bags and putting your trash out all weekend, I would say at this point in time, I used to say $10 per person minimum, $20 per person minimum now. $20 per person.
Yes, they deserve it.
Yeah. I usually leave $80 for my room that has 2 people in it, and like 120 to 160 depending on the mess for the room that has 4 people in it. So, and cash guys.
Right.
So like just bring or just plan on getting cash out, but also don't trust that the ATMs that are in the immediate vicinity are going to have cash. So that's why I always say bring the cash with you. What I usually do is secrete it away somewhere where nobody can find it, nobody can touch it. It is for my 2 rooms, I gather the money from everybody at the beginning of the weekend. And I say, like, this is how much you owe me for the housekeepers. Thankfully, they all trust me to put it out. Obviously, I do. If you're worried about your roommates not being trustworthy, that's odd. And why are you rooming with them? But that's what I always do is I get the cash from them at the beginning of the weekend and I secret it away and I put it out when I leave. There's a note that says we're bringing our own cart this year, and I don't know who that's from. Is that from last? Is this a note from last year? Or is that somebody else?
I will say that another recommendation that Patrick drew me onto, bringing a Brita filter. Just because I'm
smart.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Patrick thing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mine broke, so can you get us one?
Well, I bought one 2 years ago.
Okay.
At Kroger. I still have it.
Okay, bring it.
So yeah, trust me, I plan on it.
I'll be checking a bag, so if you want to bring it by
Same.
here.
I'm checking a bag as well.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I don't. Honestly, the downtown Atlanta. Wait, lanyard is the right word. Wouldn't it be?
Lanyard.
Yeah, the downtown Atlanta water actually isn't bad. As speaking from somebody who now lives in the Atlanta area, the water that we have at our house is disgusting from the sink. So the downtown Atlanta water really isn't bad, but Brita filter, yes. And also keep in mind too that the track rooms will have the water jugs with they have little cups, but you can also fill up your bottles, your reusable bottles from them. But in the past couple of years, they've been empty a lot. So keep that in mind too. But there are water jugs available in most track rooms. So that is nice. Okay. Parking.
Don't do it.
I know.
So take the metro.
Host hotels are valet only, and prices have skyrocketed the past couple of years. I'm pretty sure Hyatt is $60 per night now, and I'm fairly certain Marriott and Hilton match that. Rude. My ass will be carting my stuff to Dragon Con in my car, bringing it back to my house in Atlanta, and then taking a ride share into, because it's too much to put in some ride share, right? All the stuff I bring is too much to put in a ride share. But yeah, just keep in mind that their prices are very, very high. There are several nearby parking garages that will be somewhat cheaper, like the SunTrust garage. You can also always use Spot Hero, but I will never, ever, ever suggest that because of the time I used Spot Hero and got booted, even though I was absolutely in the right parking lot and in a proper space in the parking lot. And I came back to my car. This is for MomoCon, not DragonCon, to be fair, but I came back to my car and it was booted, and it took me 2 hours to get it fixed because they were like, "It's a holiday. We're not sending anybody out there. So it's your fault your car is booted." And I was like, "No, it's not my fault my car is booted. You guys Spot Hero fucked up. I don't suggest Spot Hero. That's just me, I guess. I think some people have used it to great success. I refuse ever again. You can also park at a MARTA station if you live closer or are driving in and don't have a ton of stuff that you're carting, and take the MARTA in, or even take a ride share from a MARTA station. Yeah. So Manny, what about you? You park every year, so you probably have more to say about this than I do.
Yes. So obviously I don't have the hotels. I don't understand why the hotels are charging so much when you can park at one of the parking garages for $25 to $30 a day. It's half price. It's still expensive, but it's literally fucking half price.
The hotels are twice that much?
Yes, absolutely.
Holy fuck.
It's a convenience thing, because if you're dropping stuff off or leaving on Monday or Tuesday, they are very schna about letting you bring your car up to the front of the hotel unless you have all of your stuff out there or whatever. So
most Dragon Cons that I parked at, and even last year, and the year before, I think I was paying, I want to say it was 25, but even if it was 30, it's still half fucking price, and it's not that far of a walk. I can understand bringing all your stuff in, but girl, get you one of them carts for $30, and then boom, like it pays for itself after the second day, like, and that's it, because you're not going anywhere. The car's just gonna stay there, So that's how kind of I've always done it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have one of those rolling carts that I put my stuff in, but it still usually takes me at least 2 trips to get my stuff up to my room. So I'm dreading that this year.
The good news is that I just got a job, and it's at the Georgia Pacific building, which is extremely close to Dragon Con. So chances are,
nice.
chances are you will see me Thursday, Friday, like after work. I'm just going to drive up so I can get my badge and all that kind of shit, So, because it's literally in the center of fucking, it's the same exit as Dragon Con.
Nice.
So I'm like,
nice.
okay, that works out perfect. I get off at 5,
Okay.
I can be in line to get my shit, So.
Well, you don't need to get in line.
Oh no, because I'm VIP. So red carpet.
Fucking bougie.
You're now a pro.
Oh,
Sorry, Drink. I didn't say the words, but it's still the same thing.
I already put in my request. I want the rose petals and like the sparkled water sprayed on me as I walk in, like slow motion.
You are gonna be so sticky after that, though.
But you know what? It's always the fashion over the function. I don't care what I feel like afterwards. I just want it to look good on Instagram. So that's it.
That's all that matters.
When was the last time you posted on Instagram?
Dude, probably ages ago. Like, because that's the thing. Like I always say, I'm like, you can find me at Benissimo Art. I literally just posted the first thing, like I think last week or 2 weeks ago. That was the first thing I had posted on that for like almost a year, or probably over a year. I was like, oh yeah, find me here so you can see the fucking, ghost town of just a broken person. Like, here you go. Like fucking.
All right. Well, let's get into our Dragon Con 2026 personal highlights. Who else is doing panels?
I will be attending them.
Yeah. What panels? I know that the schedule hasn't come out yet, but what panels are you guys like hoping for, excited about, etc.?
Well, of course, I have to attend at least one of Tara's ASWAF panels because they are a highlight of the con for moi. And I don't know, anything high fantasy, anything that ties into the stuff I've been enjoying the last year. I'm really excited to see what Lena Headey is doing.
Drake.
Hopefully it's not just a photo shoot or an autograph. I'm hoping she will be on a panel because I would love to go see her and listen to her speak and whatnot. But without the schedule being out, it's tough to say.
Yeah, I'm sure she will have like a couple, I would say at least one, if not 2 guest panels is usually how they roll with that.
Yeah.
So what about you, Jen? Anything like what tracks do you like? What things are you excited for?
So I typically go for the science, high fantasy, urban fantasy. Those tend to be the ones I think I do the most of. So I might deviate a little bit. So my husband got me into Rick and Morty this year. I feel like that was something I probably should have been watching years ago. This is very much in my humor wheelhouse. Yeah. So for the animation track, if they're doing anything Rick and Morty related, I'll probably go to that. I gotta highlight every year they do, I think it's usually on Sundays at the Westin. They do the Buffy musical episode from season 6. And it's like Rocky Horror, where they'll show the episode and then they have everyone kind of like acting it out.
Oh, wow.
Being kind of goofy with it. I've gone both times that I've gone for Dragon Con. And I'm going to do it again because I absolutely love it. Plus, there have been unfortunately a couple of deaths from the cast recently. So I feel like it's just something. It's something nostalgic, something I love, that I'm absolutely going to be going for. Plus, I have to bring up again the fact that they're bringing a metalcore band to Dragon Con with Psycho Stick blew my mind when I saw that they were on the list to be there. I've never gone to any of the musical stuff, and I've seen Psycho Stick before. They're a band that like, they get really high and are just like, what stupid shit can I come up with and put it on like a heavy metal riff? And that's what they've done. They've got a song about beer. They've got a song about that's literally saying fuck as many times and in different variations as they can. They have a have you ever heard Drowning Pool's Bodies? Like they have a whole song like making fun of that song. Like it's really great. So yeah, those are my highlights for DragonCon.
I think it's so funny that you only got into Rick and Morty recently. Like I've been watching it since it first started airing, and I backed away from it for a while for several reasons. Just
I know a little bit of the backstory.
just look up the no, not just the creators. Look up the Szechuan sauce debacle.
Oh, that McDonald's did?
Yeah, that was a fandom thing, and I was like, oh my god, these fans are awful. I don't want this anymore. But it is such a funny show. And with the new season kind of just finishing recently, I would assume that the animation track would have something on it. So I know
they're doing some kind of parade for Rick and Morty. I saw something posted about it. I'm in season 3 right now, so
oh god, you better catch up real fast. I don't think you'll be spoiled. It would be really difficult to spoil Rick and Morty. You just might see some costumes that you don't understand. I don't know that I would go to a panel about it if you haven't, because we're on season 9 now or something.
But they're like 30 minutes long, so it's very easy to blow through. The whole reason we started is because I saw a bumper sticker about Meeseeks, about existence is pain, and I didn't understand it. And my husband's like, okay, I need to explain this to you. We found a remix video on YouTube of
dogs,
like all
dog
the
interruption. Interrupt them.
He said, "Feed me, bitch."
Yeah, no, I gave him a snack. He just wants to go out now. He can wait. But yeah, it's a hilarious like remix of I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me and talk about this is pain. It's actually very catchy.
I wouldn't be shocked if I've seen it, honestly. There's a lot of Mr. Meeseeks stuff out there. Also, I'm re-upping. I don't think this can be considered a Fight Claw anymore because at this point it's basically all White Claw, but there we go.
Regardless, there still is no law. And that's
no laws. Are there any laws ever with Drinkin Con?
It's a passive-aggressive clause, is what it is. You know? It's not a fight clause. It's passive-aggressive. It's an email to HR, claw is what it is.
Like, are you sure you need one more, girl? Are you sure?
I mean, I just cracked it, so I guess I might as well.
Oh my god! Wait, what's the timestamp on this? 1:57.
We're pretty far in.
We're at 8:57.
But
yes.
what I'm asking
we are
about
balls
is,
deep in this.
What I'm asking about is what time are we in this so that I can maybe clip that for TikTok. That was a very funny little. That was a very funny little bit of shtick. Okay, so Manny, I know you don't really do panels, and you can't go to any of mine because they're mostly like fucking
and that's
stuff that you get spoiled for.
And that's what I was going to mention is that I'm very much looking forward to, like, the Unsullied will be completed at the next season. Like, I'm kind of done with it because I want to be part of the journey and like learn about it. And I think that anything new Game of Thrones that's coming out that maybe has books, I will sit down and fucking read it like an adult and like actually do it, because I do hate that I get to miss out on that, because that's like, with our hot D takes and all this stuff, it's been amazing and shit. But when it comes to doing the panels, it fucking sucks because it's like, well, I just got to sit here and I can't go. And like, I want to go because I want to be supportive also, but like, I want to be like part of it also, but it's like,
are you worried about what spoilers are you worried about? Like,
I'm worried about
book
any spoilers, any book spoilers. I've never read any of the books.
Gotcha.
Ever.
I don't worry about it because I will never read them because they'll never get finished, and I'm not going to do that to myself. So I enjoy going to the panels and hearing about the differences between the book and the show world.
Yeah, and that would be great if they would keep it at what I have already seen.
Yeah.
But chances are they are not going to. They're going to say
because
things.
it's with high fantasy. And honestly, I don't because like the first few years that Game of Thrones was out, I was on American Sci-Fi Fantasy Media panels where we were only allowed to talk about the show. And this is not about the track at all, because this was before the high fantasy track was created, and they moved everything Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones to that track. So this is not anything bad about the American Sci-Fi Fantasy Media track, but it was really hard because like people from the audience, like it's not like they vet questions in a fan panel. So people from the audience would stand up and we'd have to be like, no, we can't talk about that because it's book related. And it was very, very difficult. But then again, of course, like you said, it's the same. It's like the other side of it with high fantasy where you're going to get spoiled. And for us with the podcast, it's kind of hard because I feel like maybe there's one panel that you could come to this year and you wouldn't get spoiled too much, but it's on Saturday.
Only gonna take, but it's only going to take one person asking something that's just going to like fucking ruin it. And I think that since that's kind of like our shtick, like I've protected that like as if it's like the most important thing in my life where I'm like, I'm going to protect myself from spoilers. And I have been literally the Teflon Don when it comes to fucking spoilers about the books. Like as soon as I hit a fucking reel on Instagram, I already know where they're going. And I'm like, nope, gone. And it's been what? When did we start this? In 2022?
2022 with Hot Tea Takes, yeah.
It's been 4 years, and I have dodged every single spoiler like Neo in the Matrix dodging those fucking bullets, right?
Well, don't rewatch like, Game of Thrones because Joffrey...
He's watched Game of Thrones.
I know, but I'm just saying a lot of people forgot the part where Joffrey spoils exactly who wins this war in House of the Dragons.
Exactly. And that reel has popped up a few times, and I'm like, no. Yeah. I already know. And I just keep fucking going, right? And with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the one thing that like, I get like about that is that they don't want to ruin their own show that is still on the air. So I know that they're not going to spoil anything, which is why I sat down to watch and we did like, Knights of the Seven Kingdom or whatever, because it's like, they're not going to spoil their own show that still isn't completed yet. So, but yes, anything else. And I have dodged it like fucking magically. Like no one has ruined it for me. And my friends because I do have friends that have read the books, watch the shows, and yes, Tara number one, but I do have a few other friends that like watch it, and they've done a great job on like not fucking it up for me, because I told them, I'm like, don't fuck it up for me, dude, because like you're not ready for that level of ghetto, okay? Like I will fucking put a bullet in your head with a
take my nails off.
Okay. Yeah.
Take my rings off, girl.
Okay, so I have to say I can't wait to go to a panel on the Night in Seven Kingdoms. That show was amazing.
It was great, yeah.
So fantastic. It just
loved it.
So many feels. Just it was funny and dramatic, and it was fantastic. They knocked it out of the park.
It was really nice. It was really nice to see like a show in that universe that's kind of like whimsical in a way, rather than just dark grim all the time. I mean, we had episode 5, which reminded us, you are in this world.
Yeah.
Tara, I don't know if you can. Tara, I don't know if you can tell us.
There was no Harrod Hall in that show, so.
I know you hate Harrod Hall. And there were no prophecies either. I was sad.
There was no prophecies.
Well,
dang. There was that one spooky lady. Yeah. Anyway, Tara, I don't know if you can tell us though. Can we look forward to a Night of the Seven Kingdoms panel this year?
Well, yeah. So right now, listen. Okay, I am gonna tell you what my panels are, and I'm gonna say I cannot promise you that all of these panels are exactly what they say they are. I don't know for a fact that this is all of my panels that are happening this year at this point, because the app hasn't come out, and I've learned from last year specifically that I cannot trust times or anything until the app comes out. And then I'm like, oh wait, that panel that I was supposed to be on is now shifted to like a totally different time. So Friday of Dragon Con, 7 p.m. I am on a panel as of right now, as of Saturday, August 22nd, I am on a 7 p.m. panel called Dragon Dreams. That's definitely gonna be very spoilery, Manny. Sorry. On 8:30 p.m. I am on a panel called Great Tourney at Harrenhal. Then on Saturday, 11:30 a.m., Night of the Seven Kingdoms recap and review. I'm a little interested that it was scheduled at 7:30 or at 11:30 because that's like just post parade, which the past literally 2 years we've had a Night of the Seven Kingdoms panel at 11:30 on Saturday morning. Dog.
I Loki boo. He just loves to complain.
It's fine. We need more excuses.
Hold on. I'm noting that on the time frame just because picture reasons, screenshot reasons. But so 11:30 a.m. Saturday, Night of the Seven Kingdoms recap and review. 4 p.m. I am on a Silo Symposium panel, which is Apple TV.
I love Silo. I love it.
I didn't even realize. I thought the season was only going to be 8 episodes, but it's 10. So the season isn't even going to be over by the time DragonCon happens. I think like the 9th episode is going to air Friday of DragonCon. So I think we're only going to be able to talk up through the 8th episode.
Yeah.
And then all previous stuff. But so 4 p.m. Silo Symposium. That's a panel at the West End with the Apocalypse Rising track. Saturday, 10 p.m. Worst person in Westeros is back, y'all.
So are we not allowed to vote for the same person as last time?
Oh my God.
Who was it last time? I forgot.
Last time I think it was Larry's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure it was Larry's that won 2 years ago.
Do I need to avoid any of these if I have not read the House of the Dragon books?
Well, Fire and Blood. I mean, do you care about spoilers? Like, you don't care.
I mean, I know who ends up winning the whole thing. And
Patrick loves prophecies, so he loves spoilers.
Okay,
no, I don't.
So I have not seen season 3 of House of the Dragon yet. I do plan on watching it before before DragonCon because I know it's kind of like I feel like mandatory viewing.
You have disappointed me. You need to watch.
I'm sorry. I needed to wait until the full season came out so I could just binge it.
Make sure you tell Manny all about your favorite Harrenhal scenes and prophecies and whatnot.
I am leaving. I am done.
Bye.
Okay, so someone made a comment about Littlefooter. I thought it was Littlefinger that was voted like the worst.
Well,
that was years ago, yeah. But Larry's, we call him Littlefooter because he is obsessed with feet.
Yeah.
He's basically the House of the Dragon version of Littlefinger.
Oh, okay.
Just the conniving one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the last time we did Worst Person in Westeros, it was all House of the Dragon, and I'm fairly certain that Littlefooter won, and I was mad about it because I was pushing for coleslaw.
Oh, by the way, if you guys didn't hear me rant for 20 fucking minutes in that episode, coleslaw took a fucking arrow to the face, and it was literally the best.
Spoiler, Jen hasn't seen the season.
Hashtag spoiler, I've not seen the season. So
God. I'm sorry.
Well,
it's fine.
It is what it be.
He lives and he's all good.
Yeah.
He lives and he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. He just got a band-aid.
But yeah, so 10 p.m. Saturday, Worst Person in Westeros. If you are interested in attending this panel, you do need to line up for it. I would say minimum 30 minutes, but honestly, I would say 45 minutes to an hour.
Are they putting us in that small ass room again?
Still the same room, yeah.
As popular as it is, that's surprising.
And it needs to be in a bigger room.
I agree, but hey,
all of Tara's panels belong in ballrooms.
Especially for Worst Person in Westeros, that is wicked popular.
Dude, if Worst Person in Westeros was in a ballroom, it would be like just mad TV. So far for Sunday, I have not been scheduled for any Sunday panels. I did put my name in for a possible opening on a panel with the American Sci-Fi Fantasy Media track that is on basically like hard science and how it has affected media. I'm very, very interested in being on that panel, but I don't know if I'm going to be on it. I haven't heard anything back. So, and then Monday I'm not on any panels because I don't generally ever want to do Monday panels. Certainly not before 1 p.m. because I have to get my room packed up and stuff, but and also Sunday night party, etc. But So we'll see. I'm only on like 5 panels for sure as of right now this year. So that's sad to me because like that is weak sauce for me. I'm usually on like 7 to 8 at least, and I can do max 10. But yeah, I don't know. So
So
we'll
what
see.
is the Dragon Dream supposed to be about? Like,
That's Dragon Dreams is like it's very like theory and prophecy, and it's Patrick's wheelhouse.
Mhm.
uh so I don't know as of right now what the situation is with that panel. Obviously we will be, well, you wouldn't know, but we'll be talking quite a bit about House of the Dragon season 3 in it, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm the moderator for Dragon Dreams, for Great Tourney, and for Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I'm not the moderator for West Person. That's always Jen, who's the track director. But I have some ideas, but honestly, I've been waiting on kind of working on like my notes and stuff until I actually see the app and know like what the situation is with my schedule.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, cosplay. Let's start off with what do we think will be popular this year? Manny, let's go with you first. What do you think is going to be popular?
Fuck, I don't know. Honestly. You know, like, I mean, if you listen to any of the State of the Saga, I haven't really been like paying attention to like anything, you know, that is, you know, coming out or anything like that. So honestly,
Lame.
although I consider myself a master class of intelligence gathering, I can't say that this year I am at my best. Okay, I had other things to focus on this year, so I don't know.
Patrick, what about you?
Well, we had Stranger Things wrap up at the end of last year, so I'm hoping to see some stuff from that. The Boys also wrapped up this year. The ending was
Yeah.
very controversial, but I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I find that any show is controversial on the internet now. That is just what fandoms on the internet has become, is just a lot of bitching. I enjoyed The Boys, whatever, sue me, I like things. Also, what else did I write down? Oh, Duncan Egg.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we see some Sir Duncan the Tall, and maybe someone will bring their kid and put him in a bald cap or something. I don't know.
Well, no, I
that's
know that some of my Ice and FireCon friends they're trying to do like a dozen eggs.
Okay.
So I hope to see that. I feel, unfortunately, the Song of Ice and Fire photo shoot is happening like right after my silo panel. So like if I'm gonna make it to the photo shoot, I'm gonna have to just run to the Hilton.
Yeah.
But we'll see. For me, I think Project Hail Mary, basically anything World Cup related, but definitely Scotland / traffic cone stuff. And Dungeon Crawler Carl, absolutely, for sure. Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is why I wanted to go before Jen, because
because I also agreed that Dungeon Crawler
Landlord.
Dungeon Crawler Carl is absolutely going to overtake the hell out of it. So I know they're doing the Rick and Morty parade, so I expect that there's going to be a bunch of Rick and Morty. So Spider-Man came out this year for Marvel. You've got the Doomsday. Oh yeah, Masters of the Universe. Yeah, that came out too.
This is joking.
So and I'm gonna throw the weirdest wild card into this one. ACOTAR.
What is ACOTAR?
Court of Thorns and Roses. It's Faye.
Okay.
The Sarah J. Maas. So she's coming out with a new book in October, and it's going nuts on the internet right now. So didn't know if anybody would. I feel like especially with high fantasy, dressing up as like a fae, that could kind of go with it. I know you're not necessarily going to see like romantic-y stuff necessarily at Dragon Con, but I'm kind of like crossing my fingers that maybe they'll.
I think like if you know ACOTAR, you're going to recognize the cosplays. I do not know it. I have not read it. It's not my thing. Well, it should be my thing, but it's not. I have reasons for that. Not getting into those tonight, but
yeah, because it's high fantasy, but with like romance as part of the plot. So you could definitely see some people dressing up as Fae in there. I could definitely see a few people kind of pulling that off, especially anybody who has anything like massive wings.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
All right. Well, is anybody else cosplaying this year?
Not this year, sadly. I've been on a couple other vacations and haven't really put in the energy.
I've been moving, so I will be cosplaying, but
okay, never mind. I have no excuse.
My cosplays are affected by moving drink. I'll get into that in a minute. Manny, what about you?
I really want to, dude, but I literally just found this job at the nick of time. You know, like this week came down to like paying my rent or getting evicted, and I had just found a job in the nick of time. So I wish I had more money too, but like I don't, you know. And also, if I was gonna do, you know, Aegon with the burnt face, like I'd have to shave my beard, and I kind of like it, and I don't want to shave. You know.
Oh, I never found my. I know we talked about doing him doing Aegon with the burnt face and me doing Sunfire because I had a Sunfire like outfit from a couple years ago. But then I was like, I don't know where that is. I literally have not found it. I've looked through everything. I've actually gone through all my cosplay bins and labeled them. And I have not found it. I don't know where it is. It's around here somewhere, but where? I don't know. Moving.
Yeah. Once I got this beard, I felt like it took a lot of years off my life, and now I kind of don't want to get rid of it. Especially like I'm pushing 50, bro. You know, like, and I'm like, I look pretty fucking good for 50 right now. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I'm not like a conceited person, but I'm like, yes, I absolutely looked 50 without a beard. And then I'm just like, with this, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like a solid 47 right now. I went from a 5 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10. I want to keep this one, you know, like.
So, Jen, what about you? What are you cosplaying this year?
So, I am sadly not. I'm 100% left brain. I'm not very creative in terms of like creating costumes. So, I have an inflatable capybara costume.
Hello. Yes, I love that.
From a baby shower that we threw for one of my coworkers a couple of months ago. Like one of my other coworkers dressed up as an inflatable giraffe. I was an inflatable capybara. And I'm like, I can bring this to Dragon Con. This is a great Friday night parade around just looking ridiculous. Like the arms stick out, so I'm going to be smacking everyone in the face. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to be glorious.
I love it.
Love it.
God, for me, I am bringing my Ted Lasso season 3, so not the current season, football uniform in honor of post World Cup blues and Ted Lasso being back. I'm still not 100% sure when I'm going to wear this, but whatever. Maybe I'll wear it, maybe I won't, but I'm bringing it. It's like 3 pieces. It's very small. I can just bring it. I can just wear it as like a casual morning. Maybe I'll wear it to the Night of the Seven Kingdoms panel. Who knows? I'm considering bringing. I have a Glinda dress from Wicked Part 1's Ozdust Ballroom scene. I'm not sure I will bring that yet. Like I might just not and just wear my Ted Lasso uniform Thursday night. Cause like if I'm gonna wear Glinda, it's gonna be Thursday night. I don't know. I'm unsure about these. But then I've got a sort of secret cosplay for Friday. I will say it is something from Dungeon Crawler Carl, and that's all I'm going to say. And I'm doing Steph Harper from Fallout eye patch on the right eye. I'm doing that Saturday for sure. I'm not wearing a wig. I'm going to have to try to like pin up my hair to make it look shorter like hers is or whatever. So that's going to be a whole situation that I'm going to have to deal with between my 11:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. panel on Saturday. It's going to be fun. But also like the eye patch thing is very exciting to me because like then I can actually like block off my eye that has a cataract right now that I can't see very well at them. So and then I've got a Barbie Star Galactica, aka me decked out in pink Battlestar BDUs that I'm gonna wear at some point. When I will wear it is up in the air. Also, the Battlestar Galactica photo shoot is at 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, which is rough for me, especially with the worst person in Westeros being at 10 p.m. on Saturday. So we'll see about that. I will wear it at some point. I just don't know when. And then Sunday for sure, like afternoon, I have The Bear. You guys, has anybody watched The Bear?
I have not, but I've wanted to watch it.
It's a good show. It's just, I don't know. It's so chaotic and aggressive. It actually is really stressful to watch sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Like if I'm having a high anxiety day, I cannot watch that show. But I did get through it all, and it is a good story.
So yeah, my friend and I both bought. So in the most recent season, which was the final season, everybody that works at the restaurant wears these shirts that they had printed that were misprinted. So it says the Burf instead of the Beef, which like the original restaurant that was in that location was called the Beef, and so we're wearing these shirts with like black pants and like a waiter thing and like a oh my god, what am I the thing around your waist?
Apron,
thank you. Yep, no waiter apron. I can do the thing. You got me.
Words are hard.
So yeah, so that's what I'm wearing most of the day on Sunday, and then for Sunday night we always have a room party, and this year it is 10 years of 2.5 Strikes. So we're doing all the previous themes, and it just so happens that 2 of the previous themes, one was It's Always Sunny and the other one was memes. So I'm wearing Conspiracy Theory Charlie again for Sunday night shenanigans.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, I thank God. Weirdly enough, like the pants that I wore. So when we did the memes party in 2022, the pants I wore were borrowed from my ex-husband, who I was still friends with. And he's like a very skinny, tall dude. So like they were a little tight in the hips, but like fit fine on the waist. But like they were nice pants of his, and he took them back, whatever. So weirdly enough, when we were unpacking stuff at our new house, moving again, sorry, drink. Dean somehow found a pair of khakis that are like slightly too small for him in the waist and way too short for him. And I tried them on and I was like, oh, these are perfect. So that was a fun discovery that I already have another pair, just another useful pair of khakis from my current house. They're very weird.
So is this your 10th con or just your 10th year doing the room party?
No, this is my 10th year doing the room party. So 2.5 Strikes, it originated in 2016.
So
when was
your first con?
2012.
Okay. Sorry.
So and we actually only started doing theming for 2.5 Strikes in 2018. It's a whole backstory, but yeah. So I'm not a hoarder, but I keep random things that maybe I shouldn't keep. And to be fair, I actually realized when I was like moving stuff around that I got rid of dog interruption. I actually realized that I got rid of more stuff than I thought I had. So I don't really have as much, but it's enough. I have a lot of room hangings and banners. I have like 6 banners. I also still have Dorothy the ostrich from our 2019 It's Always Sunny party that I'm going to have to piece together because she is broken her neck is like broken. If anybody knows about Dorothy the ostrich, like just wait till you see Dorothy the ostrich this year. She's gonna be
Does that count?
No, I can't do it anymore. She's gonna be duct taped together
It
with
counts.
like hope.
I'm drinking.
She's gonna be duct taped
Oh,
together with like
just
hope
go nuts.
and prayers. Honestly, thoughts and prayers
Poor
for Dorothy
Dorothy.
the ostrich. Okay, so let's move on to parties or late night stuff. So there was a new additional ticketed event that was added this year. It's the Gatsby and Daisy Champagne Ball on Thursday night. I don't really care about them adding like separate ticketed events like this, really, but the theme seems so normie. Like the venue looks beautiful, but I feel like if they wanted to go with some sort of fancier / historical theme, they could have done like I don't know, let's say Regency theme, like Pride and Prejudice, Bridgerton, which has been huge for the past few years. But apparently the alternate history track, oh my God, I'm not quite hiccuping thing is bad. Apparently the alternate history track has some sort of cotillion event that sounds like it has a possibly Bridgerton theme. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a curmudgeon about the Gatsby theme, but I don't know. Have you guys seen Have you guys seen the Gatsby event?
I have not. I think we're supposed to drink at the first mention of every specific party, though.
I have seen the event, but I didn't realize it was just like a separate ticketed.
I again, no issues with them. Your dog is killing me. We're not drinking for every time the dog barks.
I know. I've already texted my husband to deal with it.
I don't care about them having a separate ticketed event. I just feel like the Gatsby and Daisy, really? Like, okay, fine, whatever. Meh. You do you, I guess. Patrick, I think you added this
yes.
Spectrum. Yeah.
Spectrum Party. This year the theme is Qtopia, an extragalactic alien retrofuturistic planet where differences are celebrated. Now, here's the thing. I've kind of made it a tradition to go to the Spectrum Party, but the line is always just insane to get in there. But on the other hand, I always make friends with the people that are around me in the line. And that's who I end up like dancing with once we get inside. And I don't know. It's fun. To me, it's worth the wait, I guess, because I'm kind of a stickler for traditions, but also you make friends in the line.
Yeah, I feel like, well, because that's Saturday night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm screwed because I'll be in Worst Person in Westeros from 10 to 11. So,
well, I'm sure once you're done with that, you could always come cut where I am in the line. I'm sure I'll still be in it.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I don't know. I know DJs don't like taking song requests, but a lot of the songs that they play are not like super danceable. The most danceable one last year was a remix of Unwritten. The rest is still unwritten.
Yeah.
That was the most danceable song at the Spectrum Party last year, which is such a basic like white girl song or whatever, but I don't know. I wish the music was a little bit different, but again, it's all about the people you meet there. So
yeah. There used to be an official DragonCon party list put out by DragonCon Media Relations, but that blog is now broken. That said, apparently the DragonCon DJs for the past couple of years have been calling themselves a cult, which drink, I guess. But maybe you can find other party information on cultofdcdjs.com is their website. There is also a parties page that is sometimes updated. It's deconparties.com. So, and there is a Facebook group for DragonCon parties, meetups, and more. Literally just search DragonCon parties, meetups, and more on Facebook, and you'll maybe find it. It's a public group, so it's easy to find. Other stuff. I don't know. I have nothing this year about like general. Usually I have like Dragon Con subreddit updates. I have nothing this year because as I already mentioned, the majority of posts on there are just Reddit posts and I've just been very exhausted with it. Guests. So Jen, are you Jen, are you excited about any guests this year specifically?
Okay, so I think it was 2 years ago, Nathan Fillion was there, and I didn't know at the time if you line up and ask a question, after you ask the question, he signs like a script, part of like a script, and gives it to you. And I was right when that panel ended, I was literally in the front of the line to ask a question. And then it ended. So I know he's back this year. So I'm hoping I can get into a panel with him and maybe get a signed script this time. Other than that, I know they're doing a reunion for Starship Troopers, which is a fantastic cult movie that is just, I don't know, it's fantastic. So I look forward to seeing whatever they come through with.
What movie? I was peeing.
Starship Troopers.
Oh, never mind.
Now it's my turn to pee. So
I'll take over hosting duties.
Patrick and Manny get to talk about their guest stuff first.
Guest stuff?
Guest, like what are you excited about guest wise?
Basically, we're already gonna have to drink.
Gotcha. What are we doing? We're guessing which guests are going to be there?
No, you should already know.
Well, I know that. Well, now she's gone. What are we supposed to be talking about, Manny? What guest stuff?
No, I'm here. It's just my dog magically came back inside.
Hold on.
But my husband left him in.
I know. I'm looking at the document too, but Jen,
did Manny
what
just sleep?
What? What? Well, now the cats are away. So we could just talk about whatever you want. So how's it going, Jen?
Dude, yeah, this whole drinking con thing is wild. Like I'm feeling this for real.
So Jen, you've been to 2 now. What is your favorite part of Dragon Con? What's the thing you look forward to the most?
So part of it is definitely the people watching. Like
100%.
I feel like when 2 years ago when we hosted the panel, like I know because I'm ADHD as hell, I waited until last minute to finish our PowerPoint slides on Disenchantment. So I spent the Friday night in our hotel room, like frantically finishing the PowerPoints. And so I missed out on the Friday night partying. Or maybe it was Thursday night partying. It was one of those. So I definitely look forward to being able to go back and do that.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I want to do a lot more of the guest panels, but they're just the waiting in line is so brutal. Like you have to wait like an hour and a half, 2 hours in line. So
true.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm messaging Manny.
I know. I just saw. He's gone. He's back. So we were holding down the fort for you, Manny.
Oh, okay, great.
I'll be completely honest. I kind of want Manny. Like, I kind of want to take like half a day and just like have you take me on like a Dragon Con tour, just to like have me see things from your point of view. Because I feel like it would be a lot of fun.
I have points of view.
You mean just being a gargoyle on the steps watching people?
I mean, that could be a lot of fun.
I
mean,
will say this: I can
drinking?
offer some great narration. Okay, I will do it through my mic so it sounds better as opposed to when I sound in person. You know, and,
that's true. You do have that sexy voice with the mic. That's like
So
that's shocking.
Oh yeah.
It also sounds like your mic. Can everybody hear me? It
Yes.
also sounds like your mic
Yes.
has switched to your computer mic. Just
Has
saying.
it? Hold on. Let me check.
Tara, you stepped away, and then Manny's computer dropped him out, and
No.
I was unclear on the
were-
instructions as to
I'm
what we
back
were
now.
supposed to talk about. So Jen and I were just rambling about random stuff.
Well, no, the whole thing was like you were just supposed to talk about the guests you were excited about because I think you're more excited about guests than I am.
Gotcha. Honestly, just Lena Headey. That's it. And I guess we gotta drink that.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go to the fridge and get another drink now.
Go for it. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody else on the list that I necessarily care about. I mean, Sean, is it Austin or Aston? Aston. He'll be there, which is cool. However, it I guess makes me feel old that like when you look at the paragraph describing his work on the DragonCon website, like Lord of the Rings is one of the last things mentioned. What the hell is up with that? Like a lot of kids are like, oh, that guy from Stranger Things. And I'm like,
no, he's in the Goonies.
That's Sam.
Wasn't he in the Goonies though?
I don't know.
Sean
I haven't
Astin?
seen that.
Yeah.
Because I thought they were doing a
the
thing for the Goonies.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's always going to be Sam.
Yeah. Agreed. Perfect Sam.
Anyway, what guests are you guys looking forward
to? For me, like it's cool that they've got several Resident Alien cast members and lots of Battlestar cast members attending, but I don't know that I'll be going out of my way to see or meet any of them. Like maybe Lena Headey, but since I'm not doing any Game of Thrones cosplay, I'm not sure I'll bother with trying to meet her either. Like meet her. If she has a panel and it's something that is timed right that I could possibly go to, maybe. We'll see. I don't go to DragonCon for the guests, but also the one year she was supposed to be there and she canceled like kind of last minute was very depressing. And that was back when I was still doing Game of Thrones cosplay. But now like I don't even know where my Game of Thrones cosplays are. Like I think I might have one of the Cersei dresses here in Atlanta, but I'm pretty sure a lot of it is still like stored in my Ice and Fire Con bins in South Carolina. So, and also I don't have time. I don't have time for changing that many cosplays. I talked to Manny about like maybe I would just splurge on a full BSG like cast photo with him and I.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm still possibly down for that. I haven't even looked at the timing of when they're doing that and whether it would even match with like what I can do. Because like if it's Saturday, I'm fucked. I can't. I have 3 panels on Saturday. It's over. But I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that. We'll see.
Yeah, I have I have 6 drinking panels. That is with myself. There's just one person there. It's just me.
Okay.
And it'll be.
What are the topics of discussion?
The topic of discussion is like how much do you gargle? Like how much?
Okay.
How much do you gargle?
Yeah.
You don't gargle your booze, Jen?
Yeah, you have to gargle the booze. Do you not want to like? You know when you go to like a wine tasting thing and you gotta like swirl it? It's like, do you not gargle your booze? Like, you have to,
okay,
swirl that truly around. Really,
gotta like.
Okay, when you said gargle, I was thinking a whole different. Like, I went a way different track.
That's a different webcast. That's a different webcast.
That's not this one. Okay, I love Jesus. Okay, so
this is a Christian webcast.
This is a Christian webcast. Okay, we're talking about the power of Christ.
Okay, I'm happy you explained that because my brain went way
in fact,
off.
That's one of the topics.
I would
of
recommend
discussion.
when you go to bed tonight, you repent. Okay,
right? Yes,
that's
one of the topics of discussion at Manny's panels is how to drink for God in a godly way.
Drink for God. Exactly.
Oh my Lord!
Gurgle for Jesus.
Yes, gurgle for Jesus. He wants you to enjoy the flavor.
Hold on. I'm gonna drop an Uzi Jesus reference in here. If anybody has read Dungeon Crawler Carl.
No, I
haven't, and I really need to so bad. I keep seeing stickers about Donut. I'm waiting because apparently they've cast some folks for doing the audiobook. I feel like the audiobook is going to be kind of amazing for Dungeon Crawler.
Yeah, I haven't. Don't hate me, Dungeon Crawler Crawl fans. I have not listened to the audiobooks. I have read them via book because that is how I generally.
Book.
I consume books that I'm very, very into. I consume by actually reading the physical book. No judgment on audiobooks because I listen to a ton of audiobooks, but what I usually do with audiobooks is I choose books that I wouldn't buy a paperback copy of and I listen to them via like Audible or Spotify or whatever. So and the Dungeon Crawler Carl books, I have to slowly say that are not available on Spotify Premium. So
I heard they're casting it right now.
Yeah,
they're going to do a whole thing.
Well, and Minnie and I have already talked about we're doing like a hot D takes version when the show comes out of the person who's read the books, and Minnie, the person who hasn't. So, just wait for it. I gotta come up with a good name for it, like hot D takes, Dunkin' Eggtails, woo. So
I gotta turn you on to graphic audio. That is the best audiobooks in the world.
Well, I mean, I'm not anti any of this. I love audiobooks, but like I said, I tend to use my audiobook credits for things I wouldn't like actually purchase in book form because I do prefer to read, especially series in book form. But okay, so I guess like we're kind of on like the last things. Anybody else? We're not. But so I don't know. Find me for Drinkin Con badge ribbons. I don't have a ton, but I will definitely have them at my panels. So you can grab some for me at my panels. There was somebody in the chat earlier who was asking about Hyatt HOA badge ribbons. I still have a handful of those left as well, but mostly those will be probably at our Sunday night party, which is unfortunately invite only. Sorry. But also if you do find me at a panel or see me in the wild and come up to me and are like, I'm so-and-so, can I have a Hyatt HOA badge ribbon? Then I will probably give one to you. Anybody else have anything that you want to talk about from Dragon Con this year or about Dragon Con this year? Like I don't know, anything that we haven't mentioned that you're just kind of excited about, into, whatever?
I'm just so excited to come back. It's been 2 years. It's really hard to describe the feeling that you get at Dragon Con, especially the first one, but always. I mean, it feels like a second home. You can be as nerdy as you fucking want to be. Nobody's going to judge you. You can dress up as crazy or as sluttily as you want to, and nobody's going to judge you.
Yep.
Again, it just feels like a second home. It's a magical place. I love it so much. I'm so excited to be back.
Well, and Jen, I think you're the one, you've been there the fewest years out of all of us.
Yes.
What are you like? What brings you back to Dragon Con? What are you excited about other than like panels or whatever? And just generally.
That's a good question. I'm trying to think because I do enjoy a lot of the panels. I feel like they can be a little bit more personable because I've heard of people who've gone to like San Diego Comic Cons, and those are very like it's in one location. It's just a massive amount of folks. I feel like that's a little.
It's very San Diego is very industry.
Yeah, and whereas this one is, I appreciate that there is an insane amount to do. So there are plenty of stuff that happens at Dragon Con that I still have never done. That I know like our friend Walter has done, where you get to meet a lot more of the celebrities, where you get to do like it's like the 15-minute like photo, the Hall of Fame or something, what they call it.
Oh, you've never been to the Walk of Fame?
I've never done it.
Wow.
No, I've the majority of stuff that I've done for Dragon Con has always been for the panels. Like I said, Nathan Fillion, I think was the only one I've ever done that's been actually celebrity based. So, like I said, I'm going to try and do his again this year, depending on the time. Anything they do for Starship Troopers, I'm really excited for. otherwise, like I enjoy doing the smaller ones, talking about just the high fantasy, urban fantasy, any kind of science. Some of the apocalypse ones are awesome as well. I don't know. I've really enjoyed the just more niche kind of panels that are not necessarily celebrity based, but you kind of just get into the kind of nitty gritty of your favorite fandom. It's just fun.
And we were talking about it. Jen and I were talking about it while you and Manny took your little break.
Manny just peaced out for a minute, and I had
just
to pee.
peaced out. I was like,
right. We were just talking about how we love
baby. Peace out.
Yeah, he went, hold on, and then dropped out.
Yeah.
So I thought he did it on purpose, like he was trolling us. But no, but we were just talking about how we just love the people watching of it all and just making friends with all the.
That's the best part of it, for sure.
Everybody there is like so freaking nice. It is just wild. And Manny, I love your story, the idea that people were just like randomly clipping things onto your bag without you knowing. I just love that idea. That the cults that are created there. I don't know. It's like it's this huge community of belonging that you don't necessarily feel. I guess in the kind of the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I'll be honest, I've been kind of meh about Dragon Con so far this year, but this webcast has just cheers to this, because it has absolutely made me a little bit more excited.
Oh yeah.
Beauty in the chaos, man. Beauty in the chaos.
And of course, the Sunday night room party. I always look forward to that.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited for the party. The party's been fantastic.
And then when we all just stumble out at 5 a.m. to go to the rave, it's fine.
I was going to say, if we have an after party adventuring party, then that will be.
Yes, I remember when we did the rave 2 years ago. That was so wild.
That always happens. It always happens.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that once I fly back to Virginia, that I have the rest of the week off of work, because I feel like I'm gonna have to recover.
Yeah, you'll need it, for sure.
Especially if you get the con crud. But we're not going to.
I hope
we're going to be diligent this year.
Hey, I take vitamin C and zinc and all that with Zip Fizz every day. So, and plus my husband's exposed to all sorts of gross stuff, so my immune system is beast.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have for tonight. Oh my gosh. I feel like even though we've been doing this for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
It's always so fun. The time flies.
I know. What the fuck? Okay. Well, thanks again for joining us for Drinkin Con 10.0, by the way, you guys. We will be back with our post-Dragon Con show, Drinkin Con The Hangover. I don't know, probably the week of September 11th through the 12th, depending on how we're all feeling post-con. Hopefully all four of us will be able to do it that weekend. We'll see. But make sure to follow at Geek Saga on Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and or YouTube, so you do not miss that announcement. Last but not least, please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/geeksaga_entertainment. We do release the podcast versions of things early for our Patreons and for our patrons. And also when I do my Dragon Con panels, I record them, and patrons also get first access to those. So if you're not attending Dragon Con or you miss a panel that I'm on and you want to hear it, patrons do get first access to those at $3 and up a month. So yeah. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. One more time.
Tara and Manny, thank you so much for having me and Jen on. It was a blast.
Yes, thank you. This is awesome.
I can't wait to see you guys at Dragon Con. I can't, and everybody in the chat.
I'm so excited.
Everybody in the chat, just come find us. Come find us.
Yes. Come find us, yes.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.
Bye.